Hello, 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 my lovely viewers. Welcome to another cursed Jingle Jam stream. If I sound dead today, it's because I am. I don't know how long the stream is going to go on. I'm just going to, preface this. I am a bit drained from
Tom,
work.
I'm here to be a pain. Hello, welcome to the stream, people on my end.
Yeah, we got this Muppet
Tom
who's
is in the
decided to
call
come
with
along.
me.
Hello, Joe's stream. So, yeah.
All 0 of them say hi.
Awesome. Well, I'm just gonna start with the usual spiel, I guess. So, this stream is the second to last stream I'm doing for the Jingle Jam this year. Obviously, the goal is to try and hit £200 raised for the charity mentioned above. The charity I chose for this Jingle Jam campaign was Special Effects, who provide hardware such
CG?
as. Pardon?
I said they provide good CG.
No, they don't. No. No, but they do provide things like eye trackers and other sort of.
CG stands for accessibility, Tom.
Does it?
Yes.
I don't
definitely.
believe you.
I don't either. But if you say it with enough confidence, it has to be true.
But yeah, so they provide eye trackers and various modified control schemes and that to allow people with physical disabilities to be able to access art and drawing and computers and various stuff like that. They actually have an artist who they promote. Let me just bring up the mailing list because I got a nice little email from them with a bunch of testimonies and was talking about one of the people they help.
Oh, I've just noticed the Tiltify thing is going to get in the way of part of my stream, so I need to move that.
Yeah, just stick it wherever, as long as it's visible. I thank you very much for helping me raise money. Yes.
Feel good.
So,
I'll just stick it in the top right corner.
As I'm checking my email now from them, they have an artist known as Bex who draws with her eyes, and I believe she makes videos too. And
Do you mean eye gaze, girl?
I don't know. The email listing just says
Do
Bex.
your research.
My brain just thought, oh yeah, I got a testimony the other day. Like let's name drop and show that they are actually doing stuff which is helpful and it is helping people. But as we were just saying, yeah, they help an artist to get into it and make videos and stuff, something they wouldn't have been able to do before. So consider donating to make more of this possible, and obviously if you want to donate on Joe's stream and on mine, there are the QR codes either side of me or wherever it is on Joe's stream, and
Yep.
above me as well is a link which is tiltify.com/@nanohound/nanohoundjj. That's tiltify.com/@nanohound/nanohoundjj. You can use that link to access the donation campaign above, which if you donate £35, which for Americans is $47, and for Europeans that's €42, you'll gain access to a games bundle with $800 to $900 worth of content in it. It's a very good bundle. If you watched last night's stream, the game Ember, that's part of the bundle. We have Rising Storm Vietnam, Red Orchestra, a cute little game called Murder by Numbers, Unrailed. I was playing that the
Murder
other
by
day.
Numbers got me hooked on Picross games.
I'm planning to stream that at some point. Actually, I want to try those. They look pretty good. I'd never heard of Picross before until then.
I'd done it before, but it was the sort of thing that actually got me hooked on it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what else is in the bundle. I have the bundle myself. Let's just go through some of these.
You've got Wildermyth, Crown Takers. Just Die Already. Not one of the best games, but has its own little niche.
A weird little game called Witch It, X Thrust. We have a game called The World Next Door, Urban Trial Tricky, The Void Rains Upon a Heart, which is like a nice little bullet hell game. If you're into that kind of thing. What else have we got that's in here? Like, if you want to see the full list,
Paratrauma.
Barotrauma, yep, that's a good one on there. I'm just trying to look at which ones I've got installed right now on my Steam's list. I didn't install many because I don't have much room, but yeah, if you want to see the full list, go to is it tiltify.jinglejam.com?
I think it's jinglejam.tiltify.com.
Okay.
But usually if you just search up Jinglejam, it'll be the top thing that comes up.
Yeah, it's jinglejam.tiltify.com. You'll see the main campaign overall. We'll see which charities raised what amounts of money. I heard that the Open Bionics actually reached their goal, which was nice. Here we go. The list of games is here. Project Winter, Northgard, Hyperlight Drifters, Surviving Mars. So we got like one from a big publisher there. Just Die Already, Golf It, PC Building Sim, a game called Pathway, which is basically Indiana Jones meets XCOM.
I found that quite fun. I've put a few hours into it lately. It's quite a fun little thing.
We got Ultimate Chicken Horse, Make It Sail, The First Tree, Samurai Gun. I want to play that at some point. That looks pretty neat.
Well, we both have it because we both have the bundle.
Oh yeah, Regions of Ruin, something called Fling to the Finish, Murderous Pursuits, Cow the Kangaroo, round 2. I heard that's actually like a surprisingly well-made 3D platformer, which I'd never heard of before because I'm not into the platformer.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the oldest game in all of Jingle Jam bundles.
Oh really?
I think it's the oldest game they've ever had on it.
We got something called Jumpala, which I really want to play at some point. It looks like some sort of jumping-based fighting game kind of thing. We got Boreal Blade, a game called Kind Words, Crown Takers, Four-Sided Fantasy, Farm Manager 2018, Cluster Truck, 12 is better than 6, and there's even a 42% discount for displates within the bundle. So if you like collecting displates, that's, you'll save yourself a big chunk of change there too. So, without further ado, let's move on to the main thing I'm streaming tonight, which for me is Pokemon Shining Diamond. No, sorry, Shining Pearl, because I don't know what game I'm playing anymore. I don't know what's going on. And I unmuted my mic on my stream, but forgot to unmute my physical mic for you. I'm having problems because I couldn't hear the game, but I've now fixed that so that I can hear it. The stream could, just I couldn't. Because, you got a lot of audio mixing issues. Okay, so where did I leave off on the playthrough? Let's have a look at my little crew right now. So I have one of my favourite Pokemon around, Le Pigeon, who is our Staravia. We have Gelato and the Mew, because apparently I had a Let's Go Eevee save on here, which apparently entitles me to getting a Mew quite early on in the game. Don't know why, whoever came up with that, you know what, God bless their soul. Cute. I've not played enough Dark Souls to know what the Capra Demon is. I've also just had to put you on the console streaming because I never expected to be with anyone today. Right. I have Scorpion, our Mashop, who is like the little B-movie villain. He does great, I love him. We've got Anchor Cat, who is our Luxio. Yes, Joe, that is actually what I named him. Or her, shall I say. Luxio is named Anchor, as in Anchor Cat. It's probably his sons. And then we have Destiny, our Cricketot, who is actually, you know, one of my stronger members of my lineup, I think, and I'm surprised I've kept them this long and haven't accidentally got them killed. They've been a great addition. So far, we've beat 2 gym leaders. We beat the rock gym, and we've beat the grass gym, which is nice. Only downside is we have one dead Pokemon, who was Buck, our little Bidoof, who was only like level 3 or 4. We lost him really early on. He saved my starter Pokemon though. So God bless his soul. With that said, I think I've now got the ability to use Cut, which means I can go and beat Team Galactica pretty much. So, how's the Dark Souls playthrough going? Yeah. Siri, you say, sorry. I'm just tagging the Discord because... Oh yeah? Oh, nice. So, he's a mage. You probably got, he was a mage, right? Yeah, so he's a nerd. One of the Giga Chads with the swords, like the real Chads, probably just shoved him in there. You're being bullied by a fat man. Well, I've got 2 people with bowl haircuts trying to like double team me at once. Imagine being one of these bowl cut dorks, and then the kid you're trying to bully suddenly pulls out a fucking Mew. That would be terrifying. Okay. Oh wow. Gelato did even one-shot the Zubat. I'm surprised on that, considering it's just pound. But again, my level advantage is a bit high against these guys. Yeah, one random crit's all it takes, isn't it? In both cases. Actually, does Dark Souls have random crits? Probably not. Yeah. But, yeah. No. I'm sure you'll be fine. You're a big boy. You might see Evie watch the stream later tonight. Right, where did she... She just dropped an invite into the Cafe Nerd server, to the voice calling Cafe Nerd. Is she okay? Is she struggling with tech? Oh. Well, I beat those two bowl cut dorks quite easily. I think my gelato got... Yeah, gelato got a little bit up, but not much. So we can carry on. We've got big offers here. I wonder how many of them manage to commute in each day, considering they have an infinite growing tree in front of the building, which you have to have a special move to use. Yeah. Is this the playthrough with the special sword, or is this a different one? Ah, yes. The Giga Chad sword ready to splat the big rat. Rat pack. Yeah. That's what happens when no one cleans the garbage up, my dude. They get huge. Don't worry, Joe. Yeah. Oh my god. Well, you know what they say about rats in RPGs? They're the starter enemy. You'll be fine. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I've just realised something. I'm gonna sound like a madman on my stream. No. I just flat out don't have an audio source for you. Hang on, I gotta fix this. There we go.
No,
right.
We were just on about giant rats.
Apologies, my stream. Yeah, Joe was talking about giant rats because he's playing Dark Souls, and I've just realised I didn't have a Discord source for him on the game
rat
mode.
just leapt out a box.
Yeah?
Sorry.
Give him some cheese.
Yeah, it just destroyed an entire box.
On mission to implement our operations without question. It is all for the New World Order that our boss will lead. Oh, he's just a nerd. They've actually sent a nerd after me. He looks terrified.
That's the best sort of person to send at you in Pokemon.
Oh shit!
Everything.
Oh no. He's got a Kadabra. That's actually bad. Kadabra strong. I never managed to evolve my Stevie Wonder into a Kadabra. Wait. I swear Stevie Wonder is a stronger Pokemon, like higher level than that Kadabra. He should have evolved.
I imagine he has slightly lower accuracy than most Pokemon, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is there a joke here I'm missing?
Maybe. Oh, there's another one of those big wizards next to giant rats.
Oh. Looks like we're gonna have a big fight, because there's a Team Galactic boss, and she's got a dumb haircut. Yeah? Did you want something? How silly of me to even ask. I want to free the Pokemon. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Oh,
I feel like they messed the line up.
Oh, what is this thing?
Or maybe that was supposed to be, like, I don't know, maybe I should have voiced that with more sarcasm. I suppose it works.
Oh, I'm terrified.
Oh god, what's happened?
These massive boggly-eyed things that are spewing out great clouds of smoke.
Sounds fine.
Oh, okay, they don't do any damage to the clouds of smoke, but they do like a status effect on me.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the status effect is, so I'm not going to let it get up there.
Oh, they've confused Le Pigeon.
Okay, am I safe through this door? No,
So-
but I saw a guy there. Oh, there's more of them. I'm fighting like 4 enemies right now, and it doesn't matter what I killed 3 of them with a single swing. Aren't I fortunate?
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. How's your college work for the day, man?
Yes. I won't lie, most of my college work has resulted down to me playing Dark Souls.
I know you're at a games design course, but I don't think that counts as college work, my dude. No matter how you spin it. Like,
Yeah.
what's your justification?
My justification is that I'm awful at Dark Souls.
Okay, but we knew that. Well, I mean, justify how it's your college work.
It's my college work in the sense that I quit tomorrow.
In other words, you didn't do your college work.
I did.
Uh-oh. No, please. Okay. So, the enemy pulled out a skunk tank, right? And, Poison Destiny, and then apparently has a move called Flamethrower, and nearly one-shot my Destiny.
Ah.
I got very scared when I saw a stream of fire heading towards him.
Do skunks often have flamethrowers?
Apparently. This is worrying because it's a strong move. And it's barely behind my levels. I don't know what's a good move type against poison. I know Psychic is, I think? But I don't have any Psychic moves in my arsenal, apart from Amnesia, which isn't an offensive move. And now Le Pigeon's poisoned. Oh, Joe, this is gonna get spicy. I don't want to lose anybody here, not to this freaking weird ass hair having bitch.
Good Tom, I have found out 2 things from killing these bog-eyed these bog-eyed creeps.
Right. Sorry.
The first thing is they drop Eye of Death.
I'm not gonna lie, Joe.
Eyes of Death.
One of my favourite Pokemon just got dropped to 1 HP.
I mean, just tell him not to.
He's poisoned too, so I cannot take a single step once we come out of this battle. Hit him with Spark. Let's go. Flamethrower is doing some work then. Okay, Skunk Tank should be down this time. As long as Anchor survives this and it's a crit. Okay, 9 HP, that's fine. Right, that's Skunk Tank down. Oh, what? No! No, Anchor's died.
Is that a big F?
He had some, like, aftershock effect. What the fuck? No! Anchor Cat! Fuck! I mean, Le Pigeon leveled up, but shit! We just lost one of my, like, best Pokemon.
Well.
Fuck you, you weird-ass hair-having bitch. Aren't you tough? It's okay, though. Our official Pokemon search investigation is finished. And Mars has collected energy from the Valley Windworks. We're pretty much finished here. I'll let you in one little thing. Our boss is researching the myths of ancient Pokemon with the power of mythical Pokemon. He will become the ruler of Sinnoh. I suggest you keep out of Team Galactic's affairs from now on. This is your last warning. Let me. got my
Yeah, I'm not being
Clefairy
funny.
back!
After losing one of your best Pokemon, you might want to take that advice to heart.
And it's all thanks to you. But that Team Galactic, they said Clefairy came from space. I handed over. But logic baffles me still. It's like they're from space. Anyway, they're gone
Oh,
now. I can't do this voice.
Why is your throat just dying?
I'm voicing an old man.
Wait, do I
Thank
have
you
to
very
keep
much.
Oh, I do.
I can't thank you enough
Isn't it?
right now. But cruise by my cycle shop, okay? Right. Please say I packed antidotes.
I found a bonfire.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, Joe, I didn't pack antidotes. Back. Do I have any anti-poison?
Now is your other Pokemon going to die?
Okay, I got 2 berries which recover Pokemon from poison. So Destiny and Lepidron get to live. But we sacrificed Anchor. God damn it. I thought tonight was going to be a chill stream, but already I can feel my emotions wavering.
I like how your stream is more tense than me playing goddamn Dark though.
We just lost my boy. My boy, Anchor. Oh, my girl. God bless you in heaven, but you are a multi-tool for getting through this world. For some reason, Buck is the Pokemon it defaults to like when I do field moves, because you don't have to teach them like you used to in the old games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright,
that's another dead
Oh, okay, so Bebe's PC is the regular one. Fucking. Rest
There's
in
always
peace,
more
Anchor.
blobs. Oh, that's a rat.
You were the best electric cat Pokemon for me. Now you get to run around in Poke Heaven in the digital garden we have for you.
Now you get to run around in Tom's PC in Purgatory.
Yeah, with Buck. Say hi to Buck, because Buck. No, Buck didn't save you. Actually, never mind. You weren't around then. All right, I need to pick a new Pokemon. So, Joe, you can pick the next one for my list.
What?
I will
Okay.
I will give you the list. We have Femboy, the level 20 Rolls.
Well, that's not getting picked.
We have Sea Slug, the level 20 Sea Slug. I don't remember its name. Shelios? We have Priku, a level 10 Silicune. Margaret, the level 11 Ghost. Cheerio, a level 10 Baneri. Shelly, a level 8, the pre-evolved form of that Sea Slug. We have Floaties, a level 7 Buizel. We have Sparky, a level 8 Pachirisu. Stevie Wonder, the level 14 Abra. Planty, the level 4
I like
Budu.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah? We've also... let me go for the last 3 Pokemon as well quickly.
Okay.
We got Quackers, the level 8 Psyduck. Lamia, the level 8 Zubat. And we have Dwayne the Rock Johnson, a level 7 Geodude.
Oh, I think I'm next to a boss arena.
So, who goes forward, Jay?
Bunary.
You're sending a Baneri out? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go, Cheerio. You're the new kid on the block.
Oh yeah, this is a boss arena. Okay, I'm not going in there.
Right, let's have a look at what Baneri's got then, eh? Okay, Baneri, normal type. Jolly by nature and like sweet food. Ability, Klutz. Can't use any held items. Joe, what have you done to me?
Okay.
It has Splash. It just flops around and splashes around to Joe. This move does nothing. Pound.
What do you mean? Magikarp's best Pokemon, right?
Okay, it has Pound, it has Defense Curl, and it has Baby Doll Eyes, which is Fairy type? I'm not familiar with Fairy type. I think it's good against dragons, though. The user stares at the target with his baby doe eyes, which lowers the target's attack stat. This move always goes first. Well, I mean, it's something. We're gonna keep Cheerio on the back line for now because of the XP share. Because she is about 12 levels behind everybody else, but Ass is fine. Man, losing my only electric Pokemon as well really sucks. Because what gym is next? By the looks of it. I think.
Oh god, I'm poisoned.
I think according to the little badge case, from what I can think, I think it's the fighting type gym next, which means Lepigeon's going to be good.
Yours poison. There we go.
I think it's... Oh yeah, we need to go to the bike shop, don't we now? Because we freed the odd man and he'll probably give us a bike for doing so. I imagine we've probably got a rival battle up soon. Just a little worrying.
I'm desperately trying not to fall down a hole right now.
Yeah.
The sewer has a habit of just random pit holes in the middle of corridors.
I'm gonna take the blue bike in honor of Anchor after her death here.
Wait, this is where the rat is. Tom, I have to fight the rat. Okay, take it nice and slow. It has one eye, and it is trying to eat me.
Nice.
It has an axe in its other eye.
Oh. That's from the first rookie it ate.
To be fair, just 3 hit it.
Man, they really upgraded their bikes in this game. They actually have headlights now. And they give us helmets and everything.
Now they're legal.
Yeah, they're road legal. Good, may I help you? Right. Let's get... After the earlier mistake, let's get some antidotes. We're gonna need a few. Good.
Wait, so does all the rest just...
We'll get 2 burn hills just in case. Because you never know. Also, you know what? I'm going to grab some heal balls as well. Normally I wouldn't, because they're normally useless, but now that you can actually add Pokemon straight to your party, having some heal balls would actually be useful.
Oh, hello! Tom, I found me!
What do you mean you found me?
I found a guy in full armor too tall to get through the door.
Sucks to be you.
And now I've just knocked him on the floor with a single attack.
Okay, let me register.
Oh, I killed him with that single attack.
Oh, you can register multiple items now. Oh, good. They've actually like added some. You know what? They've added some really nice quality of life additions to this game. Yeah, like being able to see what items you can, what you need from the shop. Oh yeah, being able to use multiple like registered items. Where's my town map? Oh, is it not an item now? Oh yeah, it's just a
rat in there.
Okay, what's that? Travel south on the cycling road. That's the goal. I guess we can't cross here yet. That'll take us back to Orthoporo though. I guess there's some Pokemon to catch here. Then maybe we make a route through Mount Cornet. Or not, I don't know. Let's go south. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there's a Mangalapco. Oh! He's one of the Professor Rowan's assistants. Oh, it's Dawn's father. Never mind. Oh, so I can have a Pokemon bat. Here's something for you. Ooh, a rare.
Oh, this is here.
Right, I technically have a rule in the this campaign where I can use rare candies to revive a Pokemon.
Do you use said rule?
I haven't used it yet. I'm thinking of maybe holding on to it. I like Anchor, but at the same time, I've just started to recover from her death, and we could end up just double whammying this. I don't know. Maybe I'm. You know what? I'm probably gonna call off the red candy rule. I'm not sure how I feel about it now, but I've actually got to the point of actually losing Pokemon. Which is a weird way to put it, but... Oh wow, I wear bike gear in the actual Pokemon battles now. That's cool.
So Tom, I don't know what boss I'm about to come up against, but I'm assuming it's going to be big based on the size of the arena, and I'm actually going to go try and fight him now.
Okay, good luck. I'm having a bird battle right now. The Staravia versus Staravia. I'm hoping we get Lepijon up to being a Staraptor. That'd be cool. I really like Staraptor's design. I love to see it 3D.
All I hope is that I can get some sort of phantom support for this boss. Because going in completely blind is terrifying.
Yeah. Like, that's the best way to go in.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Like, Moonlight Butterfly, when I went into that completely blind, like, I knew that it was a boss because I saw the double fog gates, but I'm like, okay, should be cool. Okay, yeah, there is a... Oh, I can summon Solaire, best boy. But that boss fight was basically just a bullet hell sequence, Tom, and then eventually it would come down to rest, and then you would kill it, and then it would do a self-destruct attack.
Yeah, I've played that battle. That's one of the few battles I have played in the game.
Okay, Solaire, let's go on a journey. Oh, cutscene time. Not at all conspicuous boss direction.
I don't think I beat the Moonlight Butterfly though, but...
Oh.
Ouch.
Is that like a snake?
Hit it with a razor leaf. Oh damn, it dodged it.
Oh Christ!
What's up?
It's Gaping Dragon.
I don't know what that means, but...
The guy with his ribcage hanging out.
Oh, I think I've seen art of it. I was gonna say, when you said Gaping Dragon, the first thing I thought of was that that subreddit, Dragons Fuck Cars. I don't know why I thought of that.
Destroying his arena. The lad, do something, please, smite him.
So Leia just turns around to you and says, "Sayonara."
Oh my god. I got 4 hits off, and oh, he's just running around like completely bent over himself.
Yeah.
And then he tried to jump on me, and partially succeeded. What the hell is this? He's picked me up, Tom. He's eating me in his ribcage.
Good. Your food, basically. You are literally a walking like can of beans to him, and he's got the can opener.
He is a can opener, Tom.
And
This Solaire's holding it. I've got the Dragon King Great Axe. I'm chopping off his tail.
Okay. It'd be cool if someone made like an actual co-op like Soul-style game. Like I know Dark Souls has co-op in the loosest terms.
It is limited. I understand why it's limited as well.
Yeah, I get why it's a pain.
Completely experimental with it would be
Like
cool.
There's no reason to say why like a co-op design one couldn't make the bosses harder as well, based on the number of players, whether it be adding in new moves to the move pool or increasing their health or whatever. Like it would be cool to see, them actually like be able to.
Honestly, but where would the line? But where would the line be then between Dark Souls and just like an MMORPG to an extent?
It's to do with game structure more than anything else. So, like you could say that about most RPGs. You beat it?
I beat it.
Hey,
yeah.
congrats.
I've got the Blight Town key.
Just have to do.
So the lad did die though, again.
But yeah, it comes down to game structure, which tends to be the like the general thing with all RPGs. Like a Souls-like is sort of more defined by one being an action RPG, and two sort of usually it's difficulty or something along those lines. Like I know there's a few action RPG MMOs out there, but they're nothing really like it in a sense. It comes into the structure of, you know, Souls like tend to be a bit more single player and focused and are all about sort of boss boss raiding constantly. Like the whole thing is like looking for the bosses specifically.
Yeah, it feels more like a duelist game.
Yeah. Whereas you know, with the MMOs, there's, you know, it's kind of split down between the social, economic, and
sponge fighting.
Raid style of it. Sponge fighting is kind of a problem with it. I think some MMOs could do without it. I think some would be fine without it, depending on their combat types. But then again, you could, to some degree, argue that Dark Souls and the likes are a bit sponge fighty as well.
Oh, I found a man, Tom.
Okay, what's special about the man?
I mean, he's just wearing full gold.
Yeah, wow, okay.
He doesn't seem to be insane.
You've basically found Gilgamesh.
So, I think he's selling his armor.
He's selling?
So, Helm of the Wise, Armor of the Glorious, Gauntlets of the Vanquisher, Boots of the Explorer.
Well, he doesn't sound very wise selling his armor.
Now, I'm being attacked on those slime things while I'm talking. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that they were water-bound, so I killed him.
My team is kind of lacking like a good like flying counter right now.
Just pull them down.
I wish that wasn't the case.
So he's selling weapons which are powerful, but they can't be repaired.
Oh, so they're kind of useless. Like, unless you're good enough at the game to be able to speedrun it? Question mark.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm pretty sure a lot of Dark Souls speedrunning is based off as like G strats, isn't it?
I know first boss you use black fire bombs because then you can just skip like the main loop around it.
Yeah. I've seen Barry Harry cheese bits of it with the magic as well.
Yeah, magic is just a bit stupid. I did plenty of cheesing in like my previous stream. Actually, should I be climbing down here? Climbing down doesn't seem like a very smart idea, to be honest. I'm going into the unknown, I've got 35,000 souls.
Climb into the unknown, Joe. It's adventure, it adds tension.
I'm going to spend my souls there.
You know what?
I'm going to spend my souls on leveling up first.
Where's the excitement in that, Joe?
There's plenty of excitement. I just beat a boss on my first attempt, Tom.
True. I don't know. Like, you have a chance to risk it all.
I do, and why would I risk it all, Tom?
Oh yeah, I was watching highlights of the poker stream from the Jingle Jam.
Ah, yeah.
Because I don't think the full VOD's up yet. And to be honest, it looked a bit slow this year for parts of it. So I'm not sure I'd want to watch.
Yeah, but for
Wheel Boy, yes, Wheel Boy was amazing.
Chaos.
Like literally, was it like was the wall like every round, like hand he played, he had to spin on the wheel?
So the rule was that before any cards had been put into the river, he could actually choose what to do with his hand. As soon as the first card was put down on the river, it was left down to the wheel.
Oh, okay. That's kind of a cool rule set. He won his segment, didn't he? His bracket.
He won his heat, yeah.
Yeah. Which I was even more surprised at because I watched the clips of him all in multiple times. I was just like, what the fuck? How have you...
The thing is that everyone kept saying is, how do you bluff a wheel? And how do you read a wheel?
Well, yeah, I suppose. But like, there might... I mean, you could always, try and gauge Lewis's reaction to the result. Like, if he knows he's got a shit hand and it says to go all in... It was weirdly effective, I'll give him that. I loved seeing it. And I loved Tom's just exasperation with him when they were interviewing him at the end.
Yeah.
Like he's put up with her boyfriend for 2 days in a row, is it?
Yeah, I think it was.
It was the moment when he pulled the fucking cake out and unwrapped it completely and balanced it in his hand and started spooning it.
And then put it down on the floor afterwards.
Oh, did he actually? I didn't see that next to the highlight.
His hand.
Oh.
He flopped his hand to each.
Oh yeah, he flopped it, yeah.
Not flopped it, sorry.
Folded, yeah. Wow, that was wild.
Okay, so I'm now level 52.
Ooh, she got a Pikachu. You're level 52, nice.
Yeah, so I'm now going to go down into what I'm assuming is going to be Blighttown, considering I just opened the thing up again.
How did Pikachu do to me? You jumped around and now I'm paralysed.
I mean, that's one way of looking at it.
Well, I kicked it in the balls and we're problem solved. Hey, and Destiny and Le Pigeon both level up. She looked like she was about to throttle me then, Jesus. I'd like to do a poker stream at some point. Just getting like some people together who, one, know how to play poker, and two, like having a system to play it together.
There is a cool game called Prominence Poker. Completely virtual stakes and everything.
Yeah. There's one I've got. Let me just check what I've got, which is good. Because there's one called just Poker Club. It's called. Where virtual stakes. You have the actual virtual avatars in the room, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, no, Prominence is the same.
Yeah,
like,
I was it.
Create your own virtual avatar, and then like different areas for you to play poker in.
Fair. Ooh, I got some stickers. Yay!
Oh, that's a thing. Oh, I'm in Blighttown now. These guys are big, and they have big clubs, but I can block them, so they're pretty useless. And one of their attacks is just screaming while stood still. I say that, and he lived on 1 HP and then battered me round the head.
No, please don't be a battle. Dawn's just showed up. Choose which hand you want. Left or right hand, Joe?
Right.
Right hand it is. Okay, you want the Versus Seeker. Shit. I'm impressed on the hand. You know what's important. If I remember correctly, is the Versus Seeker what allows you to rebattle Pokemon trainers every now and then? Oh yeah, yeah it is.
I have no idea.
It literally just told me. You can have this too then.
It told you, if I remember correctly, this allows me to battle trainers I've already met.
Dowsing machine. Oh, we can locate unseeable items.
What the hell are these things? Ow, it's eating me, whatever it is.
Okay, that was cool. At least I didn't have to battle her.
Tom, I think this game's equivalent of Lizard Men?
Yeah?
Yeah. Ow, I'm now being intoxicated. Purple Moss Clump. Oh, Purple Moss Clump does not help against toxic, it only helps against poison.
Yeah, those are two different things, Joe.
Blooming Purple Moss Clump. Okay, I lived on 1 HP.
Hey! Just like Le Pigeon.
I don't know what got me all that toxic though. I'm assuming it was some sort. Ah, yes, it's this guy with the blow dart.
Trying to remember which keys what on the Switch is weird. I don't usually use a Switch. This is actually my sister's Switch.
And, I'm being attacked on a ladder.
Yeah.
I got cornered on a ladder by like these fake lizard men things.
Just use ladder strats, mate.
I couldn't. One of them was actually attacking me from below, and as I climbed up to try and get out, one hit me.
A Bronzor. Now, this is a Pokemon I don't remember seeing much of. Ooh, that's a good amount that we lowered them down to. Oh, we can use Psychic type moves. That's actually pretty good. Especially with a fighting gym coming up.
Can he just tell you the future?
I don't think so. He's a metal plate.
Is this guy wielding a corpse as a weapon? He is.
I see you brought your sword to battle today. Well, I brought John. Yes, John the Stiff. Okay, so we've leveled up Cheerio and we have a Bronzor to name. Any suggestions for a name, Joe? Bronzor.
Because I'm playing Dark Souls Artoria.
No?
What do you mean no?
Is that no suggestions, or?
I just said because I'm playing Dark Souls Artoria.
Oh, the name Artoria. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to tell me how to spell that in a second, but...
I have no idea.
Bronzor.
Or Ear, I'm assuming.
The bronze Pokemon. X-ray photos were taken to check its body structure, but nothing was seen. Right.
Okay, ladder. Oh, there's a guy there. Okay. There's another guy wielding a body, Tom. I don't like it.
Okay. I spelled it A-R-T... O-R-I-A, Artoria.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I shall send him to the box. Congratulations, Artoria. You are now a box goblin. And there's a little tiny tree hidden there. What's behind said tiny tree? Ooh, a full hill. That's pretty good. Shit. What am I running into? Ooh, a Ponyta! Like, there's not many fire-type Pokemon in this region, so I definitely want one of these.
Oh, I found a guy in a vase that has a spear poking out, and he's ready to ambush me.
He's taken a page out of the old Vietnamese tunnel fighters book, I see. Apparently they used to have like people hide behind like fake walls with spears just in case.
Yeah, but he was hiding in a vase with the spear pointed up, and he couldn't move.
Adapt, improvise, and overcome.
Yeah, but there was a perfectly usable wall right next to him. What are these things?
He was told to prepare for Link.
Fire-type Pokemon.
Yeah?
Yeah, I found the Fire-type Pokemon you're looking for.
I'm scared.
I don't know what they are, but they just tried to breathe fire as I climbed down a ladder. And I just killed them both with a drop attack.
Oh, I'll replace Low Sweep with Vital Throw. That'd be pretty fun.
Oh, there's a bonfire here. Okay, that was relatively easy.
Alright, we need a name for our Ponyta as well. Ponyta, the Fire Horse Pokemon.
Win.
Its legs grow strong while it chases after its parents. It runs all days in the fields and on mountains. What was that name, sorry?
Gwyn. G-W-Y-N.
Okay.
Because that's named after the fittingly named Lord of Cinder.
Okay. And Gwyn can go to the box too. Because we have Bonairy in our party for some reason. Okay, we got a Geodude. We don't have to worry about that, so we're going to try our new move. It means Scorpion can take a hit, but that's fine. Scorpion's a big boy.
I used to have a Geodude in, I think it was Heart Gold.
Yeah.
And then like there was a little I don't know where I got it from, but I got like this little Pokemon like it was like a Tomodachi thing where you could take your Pokemon out like in the Tomodachi, and I took it to school one time and I lost it at school and my Geodude was dead forever.
Oh no. Oh what? Oh yeah, I remember the little charm things that came with them for something. I didn't know what they did. That's kind of cool that you could, you know, actually travel with your Pokemon in the real world kind of thing. But yeah.
I mean, it was on DS.
I mean, yeah, true. But then,
and then there was also the
name a Pokemon that hasn't been on a
different...
mobile system.
Yeah, there was a Pokemon game. Oh, this bridge is moving. There was a... Okay, I'm getting very much distracted by the fact this bridge just stops moving while I'm on it. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, there was like another game for the Wii where you could put Pokemon into.
Oh, Pokemon Colosseum.
I think that was it.
Yeah, because all it was trainer battles, just in a bit more of a visual, 3D visual presentation.
Yeah.
It had like its own little campaign and everything. Wait, can I not pick that up? Let me get off my bike. Let me off! Let me off! Wait. Okay, for some reason that just wasn't registering as existing. That was weird.
I got a humanity, Tom.
Oh, the humanity. Woo-woo. Right. Oh. Oh yeah, because it's psychic type, dark type moves are good against monsters. Feels weird, man.
What the hell is down there? Tom, I'm looking down Blighttown and noticing some eldritch monstrosities at the bottom.
Yeah?
And I thought this is the worst of it, like where I was right now.
Nah, boy. You ain't seen nothing yet. Fucking some Cthulhu-ass monster is gonna come from the depths and eat you at some point.
I mean, plenty of things have eaten me.
And plenty more will.
This bridge just constantly moves.
Well, think of it this way, you're becoming part of the ecosystem, Joe. Oh, it's a cartoon.
I'm very confused about where I'm meant to go from here.
I'm just gonna run from this way. This will be a slow one, I think.
Was all this, like, just to let me get a humanity?
Maybe, because humanities are worth a lot, aren't they?
Yeah, I know, but you can just buy them for 6,000 souls, and it seems weird for, like, a direction from a bonfire that seems like progression to just be a complete side route.
This is Dark Souls we're talking about, Joe.
Yeah, I know, but normally there's, like you can sort of tell what, like, they'll usually lock off an area and then be like, oh, you can come back later, or do this and that. But, like, with a side area, they'll actively make it seem like you'll only really see it if you're returning.
Yeah.
But like as soon as I entered the area that looked like I was progressing, it was just like, no, there's no progressing.
Damn, Onyx just dropped the smackdown on the Scorpion, but it was not very effective. Let's hit him with that vital throw, though.
Use rollout.
I don't. What do you mean use rollout?
Use rollout.
I've got a matchup. Yeah, I'm.
Pokemon can use it.
I don't think matchup can use rollout.
Use rollout.
I can't. I don't have it.
Oh, I see more of those fire chihuahuas. That's what I'm going to call them. So they don't know their actual name. We've got Blizzard Man with fire chihuahuas.
Fucking little chihuahuas.
They are ferocious.
I hope they bite your ankles.
They have done many a time over, and a guy's currently trying to blow dart me while I'm fighting.
Yeah?
Yeah, and last time I got hit by one of those blow darts, it instantly, like, toxined me, and I don't have many toxin cures left.
Oh. Better start dodging, boy.
I'm trying to in my heavy armor.
Have you learnt to parry in that game?
I know how to. I can't. I know that I definitely need a better shield that's less block based, more parry based, to get my timing better.
Yeah, I think The Dark Souls games were pretty punishing for timings for parry, though.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, it all depends on the shields. Like, certain shields will be specifically for blocking, other ones will be made for parrying.
Yeah.
So,
I found a poison bomb.
I like using big shields, because then they like block projectiles really easy, and then also can block damage if I can't roll out the way fast enough.
Man, if you can't roll fast enough, you just strip naked.
Well, I mean, I've got plenty of endurance and stuff. I've got some of the heaviest armor I've ever seen, Tom. It's made out of pure stone.
Yeah, you need to strip naked.
I mean, it's pretty useless now.
Get naked. Do it for charity.
I found a wheel. I thought I'd be able to interact with it.
I don't think I have any Pokemon that no flash.
Eagle Shield. What's this Eagle Shield do? And is it any good in comparison to my Grass Crest Shield? Eagle Shield, 62.
Okay. Trying to work out how to use my Poketech stuff again. We have Flash as a TM.
There's a terrifying Eldritch monstrosity on the wall here.
Are you sure you're not looking at a mirror?
I'm pretty sure I don't like mounting myself on walls often.
Okay. Let's teach July Flash.
Oh, I need to drop down that. Okay.
And we'll replace Baton Pass with it. So we can actually then view the cave then. Right. That's cute. So now we can, there we go. Flash.
Oh, you're a guy. Hello.
And we're no longer blind. Let's hop back on our bicycle.
Oh, you're a big guy.
We move 2 steps and get immediately attacked by a Bronzor. Hey Axel, how's things been, bud? So you're still lurking as always. Oh damn, I just fucking one-shot that Bronzor though. My team is actually pretty strong apart from Anchor, rest in peace in my poor little cell.
Yeah, I thought I was doing well at this game, like being able to one-shot a lot of stuff, but now I'm just like not. Oh, the Eldritch.
Yeah, the level cap's caught up with you.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, like enemies are just at like a fixed strength and stuff, and there's no. It's not really levels. It's just like stats.
Yeah. So levels.
Well, yeah, but like the I don't know, levels seem less hard-coded into Dark Souls. I don't know.
I mean, levels are just generally a measurement of, like, to give you a rough idea of how many stats something should have, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, is this the Eldritch Monstrosity? Wait. So, like, there was a walkway right next to the Eldritch Monstrosity, and I'm just like, okay, cool, I can't go past you because it tried to, like, claw me.
Yeah.
So now I'm in some... Oh, there's a fog gate. Don't say I'm going to be fighting a boss already.
It's probably going to be a mini-boss.
Yeah, maybe. Shield up straight away, gotta be safe. Okay, there's...
Oh, damn it, I didn't kill everyone. That's gonna hurt. The Scorpion is getting kinda low now. I'm gonna need to potion him up or something.
Wait, is the Eldritch thing above me?
Eldritch thing?
Yeah, the thing that was mounted to the wall that you said was me.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oh shit, yeah, that's my burst secret. Let's just use a super potion on Scorpion. I don't know why I bought so many potions, because I knew I wouldn't use them early on, but...
Tom, I found a new fire type for you!
Yeah?
It's like a really overgrown, decapitated bug.
I don't want it. You can keep it.
Okay, what's over here?
It feels good to be playing Pokemon again, though. It's weird because I want to play. I keep going through spells where I really badly want to play this game, but because I'm doing this as a Nuzlight, I can't play it off stream. Must play it on stream only. I do want to try out Pokemon Unite though, but I think on the Switch it needs needs the online pass, doesn't it? Which is I think it does, which is annoying because you can play it on mobile.
I just panicked, thought I was falling off, rolled, and then actually fell off.
See, that's where you remain calm at all times, Joe.
You know how hard that is in Dark Souls, right?
Remain calm.
Not even the chest is the thing, Tom.
Breathe.
Just down.
If you see a chest, you just give it the old pokey before you open it. There's no reason not to. It's not like it destroys the loot or anything. Like I think that's the one problem with mimics is that you know, other than them being tough, like they're good to catch you off guard, but like especially when you're new. But beyond that, like there's no reason not to slap every chest you see.
I mean, I think there's like actual visual cues in Dark Souls.
Probably.
Okay, I'm just accidentally gone the wrong.
But it's probably also quite subtle. You know, I'm getting pissed off at the amount of Pokemon that are attacking me in this this mountain. So what I'm probably going to do is
just take off your kitty shoes, Tom.
Take off my what?
Your kitty shoes.
No, I like them. But I am. I'm gonna start using repels.
Yeah, I get that up there.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh shit! And I immediately run into a double trainer battle instead. Oh dear.
Yeah, Rex, Scrub, you just you managed to miss an attack against an actual like immovable unit.
Joe, I found a duo which is a Shota and an One-san. I found them in the back of the cave. I'm scared and confused. They've also got a level 17 Baneri with them, so that thing's going down first.
Oh, I'm being shot and poisoned.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you tried dodging?
Yeah, but it's hard when you've got two. I keep calling them lizard men. They're definitely not lizard men. But I can't really think of what else to call them. So they're lizard men now. But it is difficult to dodge the attacks when you've got lizard men poking you with spears.
Just dodge better. Spears only move in like one direction.
Not true.
They only move forward.
That's very much not true in Dark Souls, because they're not all trained soldiers wielding weapons. They'll just be like random monsters that are like, ah yes, I pick up weapon, I swing.
Look, if you're swinging a spear, you don't have much to worry about, my dude. Like, just give him the old shit.
You do in this game.
Like, it's way less of a problem than if they were, like, giving it the old pokey poke. Put it that way.
I'm in a 5-on-1 right now.
Well, you know, maybe you shouldn't have wandered into their neighborhood. You rock up in the hood, you're gonna get the get, you know?
Oh, for God's sake, I've been grabbed. No, don't do extra damage to me. No. Oh God, and I'm coming out upon a ledge now, Tom. I don't like it.
Suffer, Joe. Suffer.
Tom, you know what? I'm glad Ank's dead.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Anka didn't deserve that.
Lost all my soul, got ganked on a 5v1 on a ledge.
Oh my god, why does this kid have so many Pokemon? Who gave this child all these Pokemon?
I'd almost compared like my death to Empire Strikes Back.
Why?
But only if there were 5 Darth Vaders.
So, it's literally not comparable.
I mean, is.
It's literally
The
not.
comparison.
Yeah, with the preface of if there was 5 Darth Vaders, which instantly makes it non-comparable.
No.
Otherwise, I could have said the same thing about Anchor dying.
No, because like the context is completely different. There's me having melee sword fights against 5 guys, and then I got all the way over to the edge of like where I could fight, and then fell off and died. Yes. That is very much comparable, Tom.
If you say so. If fighting by a ledge is the only measure of comparability.
Well, no, that wasn't. That's why I mentioned the melee combat.
I mean, still not that comparable, my dude. There was many other Star Wars fights which were done like that. There was the fucking one with Darth Maul where he cuts what's his face.
Yeah, but that was a very different fight.
They have the high ground.
That wasn't even the same fight you're referencing.
Don't try it.
You are a bold.
I'm bold and foolish.
No, that's not the quote.
It is from Dawn of War.
Yeah, but you can't stream it on.
No, because my audio mixer doesn't like it because it's crash. Don't remind me of my pain. I want to finish that campaign with Storm. No! Stop!
Soon you will be too.
Don't torture me like this, Joe. What do you mean I'll be dead?
I mean, it's an inevitability.
Yeah.
Don't forget we're doing all this for charity.
And in fact, on that existential crisis note, yeah. Check out the Jingle Jams charity bundle, which I'm using to raise money for special effect. Go to tiltify.com/@nanohound/nanohoundjj, or use any of the QR codes in any of the streams tonight. Any donations you can make are very much appreciated and go a long way to helping the charities. With that, they've sent out a single matchup against me. Bold move. Let's see if it pays off. I should try a ghost type. Okay, I can only use it on myself. Cursed myself. Oh, okay. It raises my attack and defense at the cost of lowering my speed. That is a weird curse. So bonk. Scorpion used revenge to just beat the shit out of that lad.
It's sort of like the curse that makes you heavier sort of thing. So then your strikes are more weight to them. I'm very much reading into that.
Yeah. I don't think making you heavy inherently makes you better at attacking. That's a...
Dark Souls.
Yeah, but, you know... Dark Souls isn't reality, Joe.
It is to me, Tom.
It's become your reality. Cue the piano.
I was thinking the exact same thing, but I wasn't gonna go into it.
You know what?
Wait,
someone bought me the Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I've still yet to go for it.
Using the Doki Doki Literature Club bus.
Plus.
Okay,
Yeah,
I thought you said bus, and I'm like, what?
No, there's like a plus version which has like extra scenes or something.
Can this guy stop shooting me with blow darts?
Which I now own, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. Like, I kind of want to play it at some point, but you know, I've experienced the game the first time. I would like to see the extra scenes, but In a way, it'd be also neat to make some content out of it. I just don't know what the best way to do that is. I'm thinking maybe if I can get someone who hasn't played it in person, and maybe do like a group stream with like a few of us doing it with different voices, or just like do it as a recorded video maybe. Just do it away. So it's going to take a few hours, and getting someone to sit down for a few hours, like in person.
Oh, there's like actual
us.
mosquito things now, Tom.
Oh, have fun with those mozzies.
I am. I'm carving them in two with my sword.
I've got a dual battle up against some little kids that have somehow found a way into the mountains.
I've almost reached the bottom of Blighttown, Tom.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm about to. I'm like the last wooden planking before the floor. But there are like a ton of enemies on said floor.
Any kind of fun you've had with the game is about to disappear. I hope you're aware of that.
I have been loosely informed, yeah.
Yeah. I've played a little bit of Blighttown. Because I fought one of the bosses down in there. It wasn't very fun. The boss wasn't too bad.
Why isn't there still the second Bell
I
of
didn't defeat
Awakening?
her. I don't know. I think I got to Moonlit Butterfly when I quit playing Dark Souls.
Okay,
Wherever
more
it was
mozzies. That's straightforward enough.
You know, ever since Anka died, the amount of trains and shooks has suddenly risen. It's like the game is rubbing in the wounds that, you know, I lost my Anka.
Oh, damn. Okay, I see what you mean about no more fun once you get to Blighttown, Tom. Time to completely respec my armor.
Yep. And even then, you're probably still gonna have a bad time.
How did I kick a mosquito?
Look, if you try hard enough. So that one, it's that scene with One Punch Man where he's just trying to slap the mosquito, but he can't. Strongest man in the world can't kill mosquitoes.
Oh god, my armor. Oh, that's...
Although he did kill the boss mosquito, so I suppose that's a plus.
Yeah.
You can kill it if it's big enough. So the evolutionary trick there is to stay tiny.
Auxiliary effect.
You know what, I was kind of hoping Holbert would drop in tonight, but I think maybe his work schedule doesn't allow for it.
Ah, there's a shield that gives me resistance to poison.
And I hate this area so much. Whoever designed this like set of caves, why did you design it like this way? This is like the most awkward way you could have done it. It's like it keeps having these like two-way junctions, which then lead to one leads to a dead end and one leads to the right route each time, constantly. But everything looks the same. All while every tile is technically like a spawn chance for a Pokemon. Oh, I found someone. I'm Mira. I was catching Pokemon and then I got lost. I'm so scared. Please, take me to the exit.
I've only just looked at what that Dragon King Great Axe is that I got from the Gaping Dragon.
Yeah?
Does 380 damage.
Ooh,
For comparison, my current sword does 264. Insufficient strength to wield with one hand. How much strength do I need? 50. Of course I do.
I found a small child who needs help getting out of the cave system. Problem is, I'm also lost in the cave system. And I've used all my repels.
This thing's overpowered, Tom. It has like an AoE attack.
Okay.
Very nice.
Oh damn, she's got a Kadabra. Kadabra, Alakazam. Jesus, she's just fucking.
And go for a credit scan.
She just annihilated the enemy Ghastly. Like, she was talking about like, her favourite move was Growl, because it's used to help minimize damage from Pokemon. And then she just fucking pulls out a Death Laser.
Oh,
I like this child all of a sudden.
How do I total status? Equip load. Let's increase my
the
equip
Ghastly.
load then.
A Bronzor. Okay.
There we go.
None of my moves are particularly effective here. Oh, Quick Claw triggered though. So that means I get a Razor Leaf in the opening move. Oh, I one-shot Ghastly. The crit. Yeah?
Make the poison stop.
I'm afraid I can't, my friend. This is just your life for like the next third of the game or whatever.
I'm assuming I have to go over to that cave. That's my guess. Is there no boss fighter nearby?
Probably not. You're not gonna. Look, you're gonna have to suffer. There's no way around this, Joe. Speaking of which, I'm slowly suffering my way through this fight. You know what, I'm just gonna switch out. I'm gonna have to send out Scorpion. He's the only one who has any effective moves.
Okay, first step. Let's get over to there.
Okay. They confused the Bronco, that's good. Damn, like one of the guys we're fighting, he's trying to hype the fight up with no Pokemon left, and he's got the weirdest hairstyle. The thing I'm finding really strange about this game as well is a lot of the explorers are like huge on their overworld model, and then you go to the in-fight model and they're just, you know, like a very lean dude with a massive backpack. Feels weird, man. Doesn't look great. Yeah, let's see what slash. Does 70. Yeah, it's just a flat out better version of Hound. So yeah, let's go for it. Listening, forgot how to pound people and has learned to slash. Oh, we kicked their ass and we got like 2.5k, so. And the child has fully healed my Pokemon. You hear a mosquito, you say?
Yeah, I like in-game. But I don't even need to bother with it, because I just have this AoE attack, which is just like, yeah. I love my new bug repellent.
Is this cave a dead end, or is there just like
I'm swatting another.
and down here? What about up? Up goes this way and this way.
No, Tom, this doesn't feel too bad.
No?
No, I mean there's a lot of area where you can just not get poisoned.
Well, that's good, I guess. I only heard from you know, other people saying Blight Town is hell.
I mean, it is the weapon at risk.
Yeah.
Wait, is my weapon on the verge of breaking already? I've only just equipped it.
There's not some like weird effect which from the environment, like which helps corrode your gear quicker, is there?
It might just be because I've been using his like special heavy attack thing.
Oh yeah, that might do it. Usually if they have specials, so then they're vulnerable, aren't they?
Okay, let's have a look. Spike. I've got Dragon King Greetings. It has 100 durability out of 400.
Does the town map tell me anything? Nothing useful. No.
So I might be as well using my sword for a bit and then swap to the hammer as needs be.
Yeah, like for special occasions such as bosses, I guess.
Which is good because it means that my sword, after I've put all the upgrade levels into it, isn't completely useless in comparison.
Yeah, I suppose so. There we go. We've got.
Okay, I should have actually ran through the swamp there because now I need to go through it and use another consumable.
Well, I helped the child get out of the cave, and I'm now leaving, and I never want to go into that cave again.
That's good.
Caves suck.
Spider shield really didn't do much for me.
No?
No. Okay, so now I'm next to a wheel with moving platforms. So I need to hop on one of them to go up.
Okay. So
I love how I just
next?
spent all this time going down, and now there's a lift to take me up.
Make your way to Hawthorne Sea. Okay. This way. In which case, let's get on my bicycle. Woohoo!
Oh, that was almost bad. I almost didn't get off.
And straight into a duel battle, because of course. Do 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 do. Okay, I got Ponytail and Apache. Not a good matchup for Terra and Gelato. Let's just deal with the as fast as we can. That's the bigger threat. Okay, and finish it off with Razor Leaf. Okay, that's that round over. The good thing about my Terror is he can at least like he does good AoE damage. Yeah, again.
I don't like it.
Man, what do you do to piss off the locals so much?
Oh, I've got like Plague Doctor outfit.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like a sorcerer outfit, which would be cool if I was still playing sorcerer.
Yeah. Shame about that, isn't it?
I've also got a sorcery called Remedy.
Maybe you shouldn't have been a quitter. Hmm?
Sorcery the Red Robe Yorda, one of the sealers from Londo, reduce bleeding and poison buildup and undo various poisonous effects.
Oh, what would you know? It's almost like there's rewards for not quitting, Joe.
Yeah, I know, but there's also rewards for not using the game as the most overpowered class and annoying class.
You could have waddled through it like doing the whole Gangster's Paradise meme. I love that with the Witch Doctor. Like, have you seen it? Like the animated one?
Yeah.
That has got to be one of my favourite memes of all time, and I don't know why. It's just so dumb. I love it. All right, let's just kick this guy's ass. You're seeing a lot of the same 5 or 6 Pokemon in this area at this point, between trainers.
I mean, you will do. That's because of the area.
Yeah, like you see, like early on, you see a lot of more Pokemon. Oh, I should have switched there. I'm gonna have to switch. Sorry, Scorpion, you're gonna take a little bit of damage for that, but whatever. Like, you know, it seems like the first 2 to 3 areas, you know, you get quite a variety, and then it kind of slows down around your second gym for a bit. But it picks back up again.
So then you can get into more like type specialization.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's not. Most of the stuff is still normal types. There are a few odd, weird ones. Still.
How do I get up?
There we go. Beat the old man.
Oh,
yeah.
it's like the other thing.
Oh no.
You know.
Out of the cave and into the cave. Ooh, the water looks pretty in this version of Pokemon.
Ah yes, the water in Blighttown is very pretty too.
Well, I hope you enjoy the view in Blighttown, my dude.
I do. I enjoy the view of the massive wall.
Dude, I have got like the most stone-faced Team Galactic member just walk up to me and now he's about to spew exposition. According to one theory, Mount Coronet is where the Sinnoh region began. In a newly created world, a world where only time flowed and space expanded, there should have been no strife. But what became of that world? Because the human spirit is weak and incomplete, strife has spread. The world is being ruined by it. I find the state of things to be deplorable. I love that this random old just like stone-faced dude just like wanders up to finds this random kid in a cave and just starts fucking like spewing stuff about time and space.
Into the cave.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see an old man wander up to me and start telling me about time and space though. You don't normally do that.
I mean, have you ever been in a cave with an old man?
I've never been in a cave, let alone with an old man.
Well, then you can't really.
I don't think that's a normal response, right? But unless they're on
Very
something.
normal.
Oh god, speaking of on something, at work today it was something interesting happened. We were undoing the bags for some of our stowage areas, and obviously one of the drivers has been smoking a lot of weed because shit, I failed to get shit back on. Because the bags reeked of it. It was like being hit in the face. Like a few people were like questioning it at first, like, what the heck is that smell? Well, I'm not the only one that can smell that, right? It's just like, oh, that's weed. Yeah, that was interesting.
You can recognise it because you like smoking dandelions, don't you?
I recognise it because it's so common in colleges and schools around here for some reason. I hate the smell of it. I can't stand it. It is actually one of the worst smells I've ever smelled.
It's not yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not stinky. I don't get it. Like, if a smell could feel numbing, that's what that shit smells like to me. It's like it almost feels like a numbing sensation for my sense of smell. I hate it. There's someone around my neighbourhood who started smoking it obviously recently because every now and then you go out in the garden and all you can smell is like weed.
Or you can smell the dandelions.
Yeah, the dandelions. Like dank kush. Like that stuff. Come on, just give me the meditate. I'm on a meditate.
Oh, I got a firekeeper salt on.
Ooh, nice.
It was being guarded by 2 fire chihuahuas. And a bunch of guys with blow darts.
Oh. That doesn't sound good. Did you win?
I mean,
are you winning, son?
I won, but now I don't know what I meant to do because it's just a dead end.
Oh. I feel like I've won, but at what cost?
That's not even a door. I thought it was a door. It's just an oddly shaped portion of brick wall.
I love how we're technically raising money for charity, and so far our last few discussions have been about weed, and despite the fact that none of us smoke it, and you getting attacked by fire chihuahuas and getting confused by brick wall.
And being poisoned by men with blow darts.
Oh yeah, that too.
I only have one more thing to stop the blow dart, like to cure the blow dart effect. Otherwise, next time they like actually hit me, then I'm just dead.
Oof. Oh. This has certainly been one of the more unusual streams I've ever done. I'm just playing bloody
And
Pokemon.
that's coming after yesterday, where we were robbing burning buildings and delivering food to them.
Yeah, and you were killing all the bloody
Instead, you're also a murderer.
I killed one person, you killed like 5.
You're still a murderer.
Yeah, but you killed 5, Joe.
Yeah?
I only killed a person because my parachute bugged out.
Sure, bugged.
We could go back and clip it. The VODs are still available, you know.
Yep, I know. It's uploading to YouTube.
I can prove my innocence.
And I can prove mine.
No, Joe, because I saw you kill the first man. I think.
Tom, you killed him.
I did not kill him. I did not.
Backstab. Get
Poor old
wrecked.
Bob. He never deserved to be
I'm making it out
suplexed.
of Blight Town. Tom's victim entering the Valley of the Drakes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm
I know
surprised
I
you got
am,
out like
because
him quick.
I mean, I haven't fought the boss. I get the feeling the boss at the bottom. I
yeah.
saw another wooden bit of scaffolding.
I know there is at least
sticking
one
my head up.
boss at the bottom. Who I fought and I nearly beat. There is Booba ahead. So I hope you look forward to the Booba.
I'm currently on 2 little bits of health from while the fighting. No, I'm dead. Lost 18,000 souls.
Ah. You were too
And
busy
I'm
thinking about the
back to
Booba, weren't
top of
you?
Blight Town. No, I was more thinking about Drake.
Yeah? I don't believe
Yeah.
that. You were thinking about Booba.
I don't believe me, but it's the truth room. Okay, let's.
Oh man, I got a advert for a very cultured display the other day. It was a cat girl in a bikini, but it's the like the window one. You know the window ones which has like the cat shape.
I have no idea.
Do you not know what like a window bikini thing is?
No.
Uh, Sure. Yeah. So you know how normally it sort of it covers Booba, but you see the
Yes.
the the gap in between.
No,
I
you
don't.
don't. I'm
Is it-
pretty sure that is the point.
Well, yeah, it covers the Booba, but you see the cleavage bit. Well, a windowed one is like it comes up higher, but it deliberately has a hole cut out in the cleavage area. And that was shaped like a cat.
Oh, okay.
It was very cultured. I love that. I've just had to have that conversation with you. I never thought I'd have to explain that to anyone.
Yeah, I'm sort of embarrassed that I had to get lectured by you of all people.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say. You know what? Out of us two, I am more of a man of culture. You know.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Improve your culture.
how does one prove their culture?
Out culture the Booba window.
How does one...
What is your forbidden knowledge?
I don't know. I just have knowledge.
Of what?
Very little knowledge of very niche topics, but knowledge nonetheless.
What is your cultured knowledge? Give me some cultured knowledge.
I can tell you about those single-cell predators that have like trunks which they use to insta-kill, like to paralyze cells and then insta-kill them and then consume them.
Are they in the real world?
Yeah.
It's not very cultured, but go on. Do tell me. I'm interested.
That's about it. I've forgotten the name of them, but they have one of those super scientific names. That's how you know I'm cultured.
Joe.
And they're just single-celled organisms that are like really predatory and consume a lot of other cells.
Joe, you've disappointed me.
How am I?
My day is ruined and my disappointment is immeasurable because you knew nothing about your own cultured topic. Not that it was very
I mean,
cultured.
you're the one who put the pressure on me, Tom.
Culture is Booba. Like,
Okay.
single-celled organisms is not cultured.
I mean, it is. That
Single-celled
cell could make up part of the human tissue, which they could make up a boober.
Single-celled organisms of which you've skimmed the Wikipedia synopsis of is not culture.
No, I sometimes like to not try and like ruin my own YouTube like search history or anything like that. So I'll go on like an incognito tab and then just see what's happening on YouTube to like the unsuspecting person and see what rabbit hole it takes me down. So I ended up one night going down the rabbit hole of
Medical biology.
Well, it started off with like these single-celled organism thing, then moved along to milking spiders of venom.
Of venom?
Yeah.
Can you even milk venom?
Yes, what they do is like, say with the like the what's it called? I forgot the name of the most deadly spider.
Is it a camper spider?
No.
Black Widow?
No. No,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
a silk spider or something like that.
Like, how do they milk it? Like, do they get those big cow extractors and stick it on their teeth?
No, they have they use vacuum, like a vacuum pipette.
Okay.
And then because it's so highly venomous on the males, like it's just dripping constantly.
Oh.
So they can just suck it off.
Could they not? They can suck up the spider. My. Hello.
Is that cultured enough for you then?
Yeah.
Tom?
Okay, that's more cultured. Yeah, you talked about sucking up a spider. I think that counts as culture.
You're weird.
You're weird. No, speaking of like harvesting resources out of spiders, I know they worked out ways to basically squeeze the silk out of them in the web, because people were looking at making body armor out of spider silk. I know they were able to make body armor strong enough to like capture like I think it was like 357 round, which is a relatively beefy round.
Yeah.
Which is kind of impressive, but ooh, a honeycomb. But it takes a lot of work to harvest stuff from spider. I think they literally like once they start pulling out, you literally are like basically dragging it out of the spider. It's kind of weird. I think they're talking about more. They were looking into like farming them properly, but.
Just going on the side note, I also learnt about the trapdoor spider.
Oh god, yeah, I know about that vaguely.
And they're just cool. They make perfectly cylindrical holes with hatches on them, so then live in their entire lives.
I hate that so much. I hate all spiders with a passion. But
oh, yeah, same. But I quite enjoyed going down that rabbit hole.
Hearing about some which hide in toilets and that in Australia was like bad enough. Hearing that there's ones which are literally called trapdoor spiders, whose whole purpose is to hide and scare the shit out of something and consume it.
Yeah, but like they don't come out for like humans or anything.
Well, no, we're too big.
Only
but
their own prey.
Yeah, but still, fuck that.
I'm trying to think. One thing I saw, which was some guy being called in Australia, some researcher, who was told to come to a friend's house because they saw a spider, and they saw it was big, so like called him as a precaution.
Yeah.
In the house, it was a dad, a mum, and 2 kids. And they found that a male spider of the type that I was talking about earlier.
Silk spider.
Yeah, had just wandered in their house looking for a mate.
Oh dear.
And that the male is 5 times more venomous than the female.
Yeah.
And it was just sort of lounging. I think the good thing about it though is that like the bigger spiders will often just be ground bound anyway.
Yes, but it doesn't make it better.
I mean, it doesn't make it better, no. But it's still an improvement to being completely mobile on any surface.
Their existence is a scourge on the planet. they should be burnt to death at the stake.
Apart from the fact that they do help catch bugs. Like, other things would be much more prominent if there were... What the hell is this thing? Sorry, just a massive ogre guy with a big rock just charged at me, and he's now rolling the rock towards me.
I mean, pardon me, I feel like we can compensate for spiders. Like, we've invented, like, fly zappers for a reason. But, no, I just hate them, they're the creepiest.
I mean, same.
Ooh, 3 berries,
Oh,
a
yeah.
lapapa berry.
Oh,
Actually, speaking of spiders as well, like, I remember we were talking about it at work, because we were doing, I think it was Would You Rather, and, like, one of the questions was, would you, like, would you rather die of a snake bite? No, sorry, would you rather die by anaconda, so being crushed to death, or a venomous spider? Many of us picked anaconda. What are the
depends what venomous spider and the consequences of said venom.
yeah, one of the defining reasons, at least for me, was if necrosis is one of the fucking symptoms, man. That shit is terrifying. I remembered how to say necrosis, or the word necrosis, and ended up saying necrophilia, which was awkward, but...
Yeah, it sounds awkward, I'm gonna be honest.
I had to explain to someone what necrophilia was. So, in the last 4 days, I've had to explain necrophilia and now keyhole, bikini such bras.
Ow, rocket me, Tom!
You deserve the rocking.
No, I don't.
Yes. You brought all these cursed conversations up, all for this fucking single-celled organism.
You're the one who wanted me to talk about something cultured, and now I've got big ogre boys throwing boulders at me.
It's the butterfly effect.
Oh, speaking of spiders, I'm now seeing massive spider webs.
Ha! Oh yeah, I know the boss of that area, and it's fitting. Bebarrel, the beaver Pokemon. While its movements are out of the water are sluggish, it can swim as fast as any Feebas. Pardon?
Just in Quellag's domain. I take it I'm going to be fighting Quellag then.
I don't maybe. All I remember is there was a boss which has combined several of the topics that we've spoke about in the last 10-20 minutes. So, you're gonna have fun.
I'm assuming these are like spider cocoons that are gonna burst open. Oh, they're mutated people with massive buboes on their back.
Oh, I don't know what those are.
I mean, I one-hit him. Oh, and he's split off into like centipedes.
That sounds creepy. Okay, I caught a Beebar and I've named it Book 2 Boogaloo.
And now they're trying to spit poison at me. What the hell is this place?
Oh shit, I just took one step in there. Yeah, it's hell, Joe. You've walked into hell.
Actually, I keep forgetting I've got like my massive demon's axe thing.
Yeah?
Like, I could have just used that.
Right,
Yeah, but I very much want to save it for the boss, because I see the fog gate.
Oh, you see the fog gate.
I'm just gonna not touch this guy, because he's not hurting me, and I know that if I hurt him, then I'll get more hurt. Boss time, I get. Oh,
yeah, is it in a cave?
It's in a massive spider's lair, Tom.
Yes. Yes.
It's a giant spider boss. Okay, cutscene time. Oh yes, that is a spider. I see spider legs. Oh, and it combines the fire thing from earlier, it looks like.
Oh yeah.
It's a burning spider with 20 eyes.
Wait, does it not have the woman on?
Oh, it's got a human part.
Yeah, it's got a booba.
Wait, I'm not gonna get get thingied, am I?
Oh man, you literally all our conversations have just merged together into a single boss, and that was completely unplanned, which is the best bit.
Well, no, we didn't talk about fire swords, to be fair.
Well, no, it's true, but like the whole spiders and booba conversation, like the spiders you brought out naturally, like at random, and you know what? It's been a wonderful coincidence.
I don't know how I'm meant to get a window of opportunity in here.
Oh, I'm bad at that boss. I don't remember how to. Well, I'm bad at the game. I don't remember.
Oh, I'm assuming it's on this big lava attack here.
Maybe.
Considering she's just completely immobile for it.
But
in comparison to say all her sword attacks, in which she is completely mobile and aggressive.
Who knows how far my Baneri would have run? Baby Baneri, back into the Pokeball you go.
Ow! Okay, I'm dead. She just skewered me. I didn't even get a hit off.
So I can thank you. Okay.
I didn't get a hit off. I was trying to get behind her, and I couldn't even get behind her to get a hit off.
I nearly beat her in like within 30 minutes. And considering I'm terrible at the game, like you should have no real problem. I guarantee it.
I mean, I just didn't know where to get a window of attacking early on.
Yeah, I found
I
something
don't like
that
trading blows because oftentimes I'll just end up like getting the short end of it off.
As long as you're not greedy, you'll be fine.
Well, the thing is, she's so fast as well.
She has some pretty big windows of opportunity if I remember correctly, or like a lot of her attacks, where you can get in and like you know.
The only attack that I could really see that I had a good window of opportunity was on her like lava spewing attack. Oh god damn it! I've been toxin, so now I have to run.
I've just bumped
even more hellish, Tom.
I've just bumped into a woman who has the same hairstyle as the woman who killed Anka, except it's like doubled. Oh no! I hate it already. She's called Fantina.
No, Tom, I'm not going to use this entrance to Blighttown. I'm going to use the other one I found.
Yeah. You could be. You got to kill Spider Pooper.
Yeah, that is the plan. But isn't there meant to be like a bonfire at the bottom of Blighttown?
There's a what?
Like I thought there should be a bonfire because like there's a lot of progress.
I don't know.
I'm gonna quickly search up if there is.
Apparently, my mum has shown up in this town now. It turns out she was a really good Pokemon contestant. What the hell? Cheers, Mom, for not telling me about your types of the competitions you took part in. Oh man, even just like my real mom, she's just bullying me about my clothing.
Okay, I'm looking at like a top-down map right now. It looks like it was done in 2010.
Probably was.
So this area also leads to a place called the Great Hollow, like through the other direction it looks like. So I'm looking, that's where I come down, that's Quellag's domain. Is there... Wait, there is a bonfire. Oh, okay, I was meant to hook the right wall, and the right wall would have taken me to the bonfire. But instead I took the long way around. Okay.
Oh no, my fucking rival Bread Boy's here. Goddamn Bread Boy. That is actually what I call my rival for this.
Why?
Because he looks like he's got bread hair. His hair's like a croissant.
You're a croissant.
I'm a croissant.
Yes.
Has the Game Awards wrapped up now?
Yes, it has.
Have you got to look at the results?
I only watched like the cut version. All I know is that it takes 2 one game of the year.
Oh, nice. Do you wanna in a minute? Do you wanna switch this up into just like just chatting stream and like go through some of the awards and that, and look at some of the games announced?
I can do on your end. I'll keep playing Dark Souls and you just talk through it, and
Yeah.
then I'll add my bit on.
Because I'm at a new area in the town, and we've probably got to do some grinding and that to level up. But... Oh yeah, I'll show you something wicked too. Fuck off, Bread Boy. Nobody cares. Nobody likes you, Bread Boy. I'm gonna beat your abuser up.
Might be because you made him talk like that, Tom.
I've got more annoying voices. Did you ever see my Find Love or Die Trying stream?
I can't say I did.
Oh man, if you watched that and heard the Brothers 5 voices, that game was weird, but I love it so much.
One thing I didn't realise after the Game Awards that they instantly added in Salt Spire's new class on Vermintide 2.
Oh, well, it's actually been added to the game.
Yes,
I saw it was
literally
announced.
in the game.
And I'm surprised on that one. I knew they announced it. It was just like, it's taken you, what, 1.5 years it's been since people worked it out to actually announce it?
I mean, people would have worked it out at whenever the thingy, the Back to Uber's Right DLC came out. Because there was like a model of it as a warrior priest.
Yeah. Like, the community knew about this for so long, and yet there was like 2 other job roles, I think, in between. It was weird that they like kept it this long.
I mean, it'll be because they were just releasing it in the order of how they came down in the list.
Yeah, well, maybe.
More than
but...
likely, it was a case of the basic like aesthetic and what they wanted was working, like in there. But they also have like the texturing, which may have taken some time.
Yeah.
Voice acting, which would have been somewhat more difficult during COVID.
Yeah, well, it depends.
And then you've also got like all the other stuff on top.
And bear in mind, they also in that time they put out the Elf Ladies, Corellian's class, didn't they?
Yes, and to be fair, her class is completely broken. And I love it.
Yeah, but like so those limitations weren't really a problem. I just don't know if it's they decided to foreshadow this one, which they hadn't with any others, which gives a warped sense of progress, but because that might have been what it boiled down to in the end.
I feel like all they really did was they got the model done early for it, and then they were like,
yeah, and they just put it on the back burner.
Well, then they just used the model as something else in game.
Yeah.
Okay, I've actually got the bonfire, Tom.
Let's transition over to chassis.
But like they probably just prioritized it in whatever order that they were planning to make them come out with.
Yeah.
What's in here? I see a chest. This doesn't look ominous at all. A pit with a chest in it. I smell mini boss.
Yep. I'm sure you'll have fun.
Sure I will. At least it's right next to a bonfire. I say.
Right. Switch is off. I'm going to...
Dragon scale.
There's going to be a lot of noise on my stream. And my face tracking is about to stop working. Because I'm going to have to go under my desk and re-plug in my monitor now. Because when I stream with this capture card, I lose one of my monitors to see the game. And in a second I'm going to have to go reclaim my monitor once I've got these damned Switch controllers.
Tom, there wasn't anything there. I
No?
played it super cautious. I may have like missed the trigger box or something, but there doesn't seem to be anything actually there.
It's probably just to make you nervous more than anything else. Then
Probably.
there are areas like that where in the game which you think there should be something in, but it's left bare.
Yeah, but often there is.
Yeah, often there is, but occasionally there isn't. Like the whole thing is, they want to make you get sloppy, by occasionally throwing out a freebie, so that you think next time that horrible death room isn't actually a horrible death room, and it's just a loot room like last time, you know?
Yeah, but what it was just a massive like base in arena, down a drop with a chest in the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. They wanted to make you think that. Was there anything good in it?
A dragon scale. I don't know what it does, but I'm assuming it's something for upgrading.
I'm out.
Okay, time to get past the dumb ogres,
There we go.
and then make it to the boss.
Managed to plug in my cable. I have my second monitor now. So, oh shit. My first monitor was freaking out with it too because the cables and that get a bit loose. Alright, so.
Ow, hit with a boulder, but no longer in the poison sludge.
And then immediately threw my goddamn overlay around. Right, let's just move my. I'm gonna get a Chrome tab up. Just 2 seconds.
Alrighty.
There we go. I just had to reposition my mic and all that. Right, let's get some Chrome up and let's get some audio for that. Quick.
Might be better off using shield, to be honest.
And we're getting.
Okay, we'll try sword and shield for this attempt.
We're getting an incognito tab up as well, just as an extra bonus. Don't show my bookmarks. Don't show my bookmarks.
Nope, sword and shield doesn't seem to be doing too much.
There you go. Okay, I've opened an incognito YouTube up, and man, this is weird. So, 1 in a million luckiest shots in football. The infamous moment Gordon Ramsay finds a pigeon in the kitchen. Some generic Korean K-pop, for like female K-pop band.
I'm still going.
Whose name I don't recognize. A kid playing Jingle Bells in public with the title. Kid plays the best Jingle Bells ever from last year.
I remember seeing that when I had my look through.
And some stuff on COVID, so let me just.
The entire arena is currently being engulfed in lava.
Yeah.
It's surrounded herself in lava, impervious to attack. And there's just a jump attack at me and set me on fire.
Right. Okay, so we can have some desktop audio now. I think that's set to the right cable. Just check.
No, get out the lava. Get out the lava. Come on, get out the lava.
So, I'm going to delete that extra QR. I'm going to grab myself. Move me to the corner. Shrink me down a little bit. Move Joe.
No, I died. I took her down to her last 2 bars of health, Tom.
Oh, damn. And let's get the Game Awards up.
No, I need to repair my equipment, but I've got no souls to do so, which means that my next run's going to be scuffed.
Okay, we're going to use push square. Let me just change to just chatting. That's like the biggest popularity thing on Twitch nowadays, isn't it? The just chatting tab.
I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. Oh, I need 10,000. I've got the dragon scale is to improve my Dragon King Great Axe, Tom. But I need 10,000 souls to upgrade it.
Damn, that's a lot of souls. Okay.
To be fair, all things considered, there's a nice little grinding spot which I discovered, which can give me a nice amount. I'm just gonna grind out here though because I can't really afford to go all the way over there then come back.
There we go. we have shuffle it around a little bit. We have my Windows tab, my window. A little bigger. Okay. There we go, and yeah, okay, so we got the Game Awards here. Hopefully you guys can see that alright. So,
I can't.
shut up, Joe, nobody cares.
But am I not one of your guys, Tom? I
Yeah.
followed and everything.
Oh, yeah. No, actually, I like you. You follow me. Oh, wow, it just fucking drops it as a list. Okay. So we're just going to process this as a list because they didn't bother to write an actual article in it. So Game of the Year. It goes to It Takes Two. Who was in the categories for that?
Deathloop, I think Resident Evil Village.
Oh, Village was. But,
Can't remember the other games.
yeah. Games Awards 2021 nominees. Let's get an article up for that. We can Okay, Wikipedia might be the better shout for this because yeah, it has the winner and all the competitions. So yeah, good job Wikipedia. You've already done better than some media sites. All right,
Yeah,
so
you
game.
sound like it's hard. A lot of media sites just don't really fact check or do anything.
I mean, they
They
didn't even
literally
bother
do the
writing an
bare
article.
minimum. Exactly, they do the bare minimum.
Yeah, Jesus, that's not not good work, you know. But whatever. So we have for Game of the Year was It Takes Two. Nominees were Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, and Resident Evil. I'm honestly still surprised that Ratchet and Clank was on there because everything I've heard about Ratchet and Clank was it was very much like a Marmite style game. Like you were either gonna love it or you hated it. I think a lot of people, I thought, or from what I'd heard, hated it, but I guess that
Yeah, but if
wasn't
the
as
people who
true.
put the games on the actual list in the first place liked it,
Yeah, but
then
we don't talk about those people. I'm not. They're robots, Joe.
well then, okay.
I haven't played Deathloop. I've heard it's okay.
I've heard it's okay. It's just very
But
linear because there's one way to beat everything in it.
yeah, okay. What is it? Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure the whole thing is meant to be like a sort of sandbox, like killing in a time loop thing. But in reality, there's like one most efficient way to kill everything and do everything.
To be fair, every game, no matter how sandboxy it is, will always have the one most efficient way to do everything.
Yeah,
That is
but
an inevitability.
I mean, I've had one person who, all in all, has like not a bad taste in games, but like a forgiving taste in games.
Yeah.
Even they came back saying that like they found Deathloop very much backed them into a corner with gameplay, and it's like, okay, I want to do this, but it's arming a nuclear warhead that's going to kill me if I don't, which means I have to prioritize this area first.
Yeah.
And then I'll have to do all this in this set order, and then it only makes sense to then go to the next one, so I don't have to go all the way around the map again.
I mean, to be fair, in a way, that's kind of the nature of those time loop games in the first place. Like, the idea is you're supposed to find the order to do things properly. I feel like it was maybe a marketing problem with
Yeah,
it being
maybe.
proposed like a sandbox. Because typically, you know, when you do a time loops, it's usually you're trying to find the solution. They're a puzzle almost rather than a like it's not like a For Honor, not For Honor, Dishonored, where like there's multiple ways to go about it. You're looking.
Yeah.
There is
I
a
think it's
solution, and you're
just
kind of looking at that.
I think it's just the thing that mechanically it's very similar to Dishonored. So
Yeah,
you expect like the same thing, but the fact that it sort of restricts it makes you wonder why it was made in the first place, other than as like a marketing concept.
yeah. I mean, time loops is just basically. Let's be real. They're a puzzle game genre. It's
Yeah.
just not necessarily classed as one yet, because they are pretty much typically just looking for a solution to a problem. Um, I'm kind of surprised to see a Metroid game on there. Because I don't really hear much about this Metroid stuff. I'm not that in tune with the gaming community.
I've
Uh,
heard a fair bit about Metroid Dread. Not
yeah.
really about the actual contents of the game, but just that quality-wise, it's pretty good, and it was a fun game.
I imagine.
But that's about the extent that I've heard, but I've heard more about it than, say, Deathloop.
I imagine Resident Evil Village is good. I haven't actually played it yet. I've completed Biohazard. I played that on a Halloween stream, which was about 8 hours long. That was great fun. And if it's basically just more of that, just in a new setting, then yeah, I'm not surprised that it was up for Game of the Year. Biohazard was fucking brilliant. Honestly, it was one of the. It's the most fun I think I've had with a horror game for a long time, if ever.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
like I want to play more Alien Isolation at some point because that was great fun. But I like, order of play got weird for me because I had a party around the time of its release where we played it. Except some of our guys insisted on playing like the film-based DLC, which kind of threw it for a loop, and I gave up on the game eventually because it kind of chucked me in all sorts of different mechanical areas, and I wasn't really a fan of that. But next year maybe for the Halloween stream,
Maybe.
might do some Alien Isolation. I know you're a big fan of the first Psychonauts, aren't you?
I'm not personally. All I
No?
know is that the art style is really cool.
Ah, fair.
That's my extent of knowledge.
Oh,
The
okay.
only thing I've heard of it is from my uni tutor.
For some reason, I thought you'd played it and like were a big fan.
No,
I, I,
I've seen it on Game Pass and stuff when I had that.
yeah. It Takes Two was really good. Like I'm glad to see that it got recognized for like let's be like the quality of it was really good. The fact that they kept throwing in like new sets of mechanics all the way through. I I think some of the dialogue was a little awkward, but that is kind of what you expect from anything romance based. Really, they're usually a little bit awkward all the time. I think it's especially gets more awkward when part of it is player interaction too. It certainly makes things which would probably work in film or TV not work so well.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I was a bit thrown off. So before the Game Awards, I watched like a playthrough of it,
Yeah.
and I remember it being put down as best family game, and I can't help but notice that it doesn't seem very family outside of the aesthetic and mechanics.
Uh, it's
Like,
also technically family orientated too from a narrative point. It's not the most
yeah,
family friendly of games, but at the same
but when one
time,
of the when one of the story beats involves you making a child cry by destroying her toy, it doesn't feel very family.
okay. To be fair, it does the thing where like a lot of kids film like media and that is where it dresses up very horrific stuff, like like in a very silly way. Like when they killed the toy, obviously they were ripping her apart, like physically
Yeah, they
dismembering
were
her.
ripping her apart while she was screaming in pain, Tom.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely don't forget that. I don't sleep at night because of that. um, but like because it's dressed up in such a what's it called? Like in a child friendly way, like it gets past the sort of point where it might traumatize people, kind of thing. In a lot of cases, like when you're a kid, so it kind of works as a family friendly game. Like you could put that in front of the kids. I know you sucker Hoover's eyeballs out, but it's all kind of done in a very slapstick style. So I could like think about how many dirty jokes, for instance, are in SpongeBob and shows like that, and other scenes a lot similar.
Yeah,
Like if SpongeBob can get away with it, then
but
yeah,
but yeah, but
that's the
it is
passing
also the
mark.
purpose behind it, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Like
don't.
the way it's presented in X62 is like a valid way to solve your problems
I mean,
by
to be
destroying some of the things that make a person happy.
yeah.
Meanwhile, in SpongeBob, it's often played for laughs or played as the wrong thing.
I mean, to be fair, it was shown to be the wrong thing to do.
Yeah,
But
it was, but
it
it was first deemed as a viable thing by the protagonists.
it was deemed viable. To be fair, they gave him an actual justified reason for that, based on the fact they were following some this idea of magic that they'd been given in the first place of
Yeah,
how they thought it worked. So they were following a justified um method, which isn't the best method. but at least they justified it, and they were proven wrong. Like
Hmm.
so, and they were proven no. That's they just presumed and it backfired on them. So as a game of the year, I'm kind of happy to see it take the
I
crown.
mean, I know the guy and who made it. He was just super passionate and like really like hates the AAA industry as it is. And I've just beat Kellag.
Yeah, well, that was a fucking segue.
Sorry,
So
I mean, I just hit her as soon as like I told you as soon as I hit her with my final hit.
good job.
I almost broke my great axe thing from doing it, but
You
I
say he
killed her.
hates the AAA industry, but like he's working for EA. You're like, ugh.
Yeah, I know, but like he's very vocal about his distaste in things,
Yeah,
and
no.
like I can't remember what he said, but he said I think it was on the year where it was announced. He like says, "This game is gonna be the best thing ever. You're all gonna love it. It's exactly what I want it to be." And then like started going on this big spiel about it. And so yeah,
Yeah, no, good for him. It's good to see
yeah,
people who are like in the industry, actually outspoken about some of the shit for it. Like they did a really good thing with the friends pass for it, so that any friend can play it and like join. Like, so only one of you needs to own it. It's because it's very expensive, which is not surprising considering the amount of effort and quality. Like it does feel like they genuinely use their budget well, and they kind of deserve the money they make for it.
yeah.
Sleeping Adorable, fuck off. I do not care about hiring your bots for viewers. So moving on. uh, yeah, going on to best games direction. So obviously, you've seen the winner for that, right?
I can't remember it.
The winner is Deathloop.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
I can't really add much more to that. It's just
yeah. Without playing it, I can't tell you anything about it. Um, I'm trying to.
Wait, what's down here? Is this just like reverb for the bell? I've just rung the bell, by the way. Oh, there's like stairs going down.
I'm trying to work out how I can do my mod stuff on.
Oh, I see lots of fire.
I guess I need to open up actual Twitch to do mod stuff. So I'm just gonna check that
The
was.
lift.
I can't be bothered. Yeah. So Deathloop takes it. Obviously, not playing it. Obviously, all we've got is from your friend who played it, who said it was very linear and felt very restrictive. Um, and obviously, what we mentioned earlier with it potentially being down to the fact that it was a time loop system. Time loops too tend to be very linear in that sense. And
That reminds me of one more thing I wanted to talk about
yeah,
before we move on, because like there's very few ways to fit it in other than with time loop. But I saw the trailer for the latest Doctor Who episode, and
oh yeah,
that's gonna be like a time loop. Which I mean the concept's cool. Odds on, based on the writing of late, it's not gonna be executed well, but I'm still like a
oof.
tiny bit optimistic.
I don't watch anything with Doctor Who. I'm not a fan, so I don't know anything. Got nothing to add there, my friend.
I will tell you now, they've released a 6-hour, 6-parter as like the latest series. And they then afterwards released had to release a video of the lead writer explaining everything in 15 minutes because it's so poorly paced and conveyed, and there's so much actually happening that people would struggle to understand it even on multiple watches.
There we go.
Anyway, that's
I
my little
just
tangent.
banned Sleeping Adorable. There we go. Sorry. That little tangent gave me time to work out how to do my admin tools on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was being offered high quality viewers as if
Oh, I got offered that other day.
the fact that they're claiming top streamers by their viewers as well is hilarious. Oh god, Returnal was one of the ones up for best game direction. I don't know much about Returnal. Do you?
I'd heard it was a roguelike Eldritch horror.
Huh. Third-person shooter featuring roguelike elements and covering the psychological horror genre. And it's a time loop. Oh shit. I opened up the time loop from Wikipedia. Okay. I mean, that kind of works for these types of, like a roguelike game. Yeah, again, going into that kind of like idea of, there's a single linear route to succeed. Obviously, the roguelike kind of shakes that up.
Yeah.
But it kind of fits into that thing because, narratively, that's what works with them. It's published by Sony and House Interactive and published by Housemarque. Okay. Housemarque. Housemarque. I think that is. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, and the best direction also was up for it was It Takes Two and Psychonauts and Ratchet and Clank. Kind of surprised that the game of the year doesn't have best game direction, but I suppose, to be fair, there was weaker parts in It Takes Two, which sometimes felt like it was padding for no reason.
Yeah.
So I suppose that kind of hurt in that kind of direction. Best narrative. If I give you the nominees, you try and guess who won it.
Okay.
We have Psychonauts 2, Deathloop, Life is Strange: True Colors, It Takes Two, and Marvel's Galaxy of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's gonna be Life is Strange, isn't it? Much to my dismay.
Luckily, it's not.
Oh, thank God.
It's Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy.
Actually, I can't say I'm interested in anything Marvel.
I've never. I like the Guardian of the Galaxy films. I've not seen anything of the game. I'm assuming that is maybe covering like a side story from the comics or something, maybe. Hence why it's done its narrative alright.
Only thing I saw of it was what was shown at E3.
Yeah. I'm assuming they didn't just do
it
the
sounded good on from a writing perspective.
Yeah, I'm assuming they didn't do the annoying thing of what's it called? Like, where they just retread the movie / show kind of thing. Because
I'll assume not.
Yeah, because they have 2 films to work through as well, so they would have had plenty of content, I suppose. But I'm assuming they haven't. So I can't see them winning best narrative if that was the case.
Tom, I found a bigger spider.
You're gonna have to get the bug spray out, bud.
I'm not being funny. No amount of bug spray is gonna quell this thing.
No.
No.
Spray harder.
So I'm pretty sure the spray would completely scorch.
We have napalm for a reason.
Pure fire and eldritch monstrosity.
Okay. Alright, best art direction. I'll make you guess again. We have Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, Deathloop, Psychonauts 2, The Artful
Sorry,
Escape.
Tom, I've just accidentally started a boss fight with a boss called Ceaseless Discharge.
Oh, that sounds like something you'd go to the doctors for, not a boss.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, which of those games do you think won it?
Psychonauts, probably.
No. It went to Deathloop. I'm not sure why.
I should have known it was Year of the Death Loop. I called it, didn't I? I said it would be Year of the Death Loop.
Yeah. Like, I don't think visually it's that interesting. Like, at least from what I saw from the trailers and the promo art. Obviously not watching the game. It does not seem that interesting. Like, Psychonauts is very out there, and I can understand why a lot of people wouldn't like it. So I can understand why it might lose out on our best art direction. Ratchet and Clank. I don't know. I don't know enough to comment. The Artful Escape was on there, which is the one which was just basically like that. It was like the weird rock show game.
Oh yes,
like it was like
I know what you're on about.
It was a full-on trip. You had that, and you had Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, which both were look visually interesting and a bit out there, along with Psychonauts. So they're definitely winning that feels very weird. Not sure how to feel about it. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Audio design. Surprisingly, Deathloop got beat here. Forza
Oh,
5
by what?
managed to take the best audio design this year.
To be fair, I did call that one when I
It,
was talking to you when they were first announced.
yeah, that's true. I didn't expect it to do so well. I didn't think that, car engines would be that outstanding, but clearly I was wrong.
Yeah.
Returnal was up there for it. Resi Village, Ratchet and Clank, and Deathloop were all up for it. Kind of surprised Resi didn't manage to do it, but obviously they, because horror one of the big things they rely on is sound and audio design. So, but obviously, maybe because it was a sequel game, sort of leading up to Resi 8, was it? Maybe some of the legwork there was not as well done. Maybe
Oh,
you
what the
reused
hell
audio.
am I doing?
I don't know because I can't see.
Currently going in to fight the boss again, called Ceaseless Discharge. It is absolutely monstrously huge. Its boss arena is literally like a cliffside next to lava. And I don't know what I'm doing.
No.
One thing I do know is I will just fire out insta-killing attacks. I have no idea how to evade them other than by going into like a corner thing.
Well, you're gonna have
No,
to work that one out quick.
I'm just not gonna mess with it.
Okay, best score on music. Obviously we had the music game, The Artful Escape on there. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, which isn't surprising that that's on there because I imagine they probably secured like a lot of like classic rock and stuff like that for it. Deathloop, Cyberpunk 2077, and Near Replicant.
Near Replicant, I think.
Yeah, Near Replicant did win it, but for some reason, oh wait, no, Near goes that far back. Wow, that's an old looking cover. Fair one. I just didn't know enough about it. Well, that just doesn't look. That cover looks weird. Yeah, Nier won it. I think the first game had a really good soundtrack, so I'm not surprised the second one had one. Cyberpunk 2077. That just secured a lot of well-known music, if I remember correctly, didn't it? Because it had to have.
I have no idea.
It had to have this streamers mode for non-copyright stuff, didn't it? So, which didn't work.
I mean, it didn't work in Life is Strange either.
So, for like 3 of the games on this,
a pattern.
yeah, 3 of the games on this list, would have had probably, or were likely to have secured actual well-known music. So it's not surprising they were up for best score because some of that stuff is they're absolute tunes. I remember playing was it Metal Gear Solid 5 and constantly listening to The Man Who Stole the World, or Sold the World, sorry. I used to really like that song when I first heard it in that game. That's by David Bowie, isn't it?
Again, no idea.
Man Who Sold the World. Oh no. Nirvana? Yeah, Nirvana's made it. Okay, I've never. Oh no, Songwriter is written by David Bowie. Yeah, it's a David Bowie song. I don't think I've actually heard any other David Bowie songs despite him. Oh wait, no, because he does Saturday Night Fighting, and doesn't he as well? Yeah, so I've heard a couple, but I wouldn't have recognised his music. Okay, best performance. I don't actually know what that's supposed. Voice actors. So we had Juliana Blake from Deathloop.
There was 2 for Deathloop, weren't there?
There was Colt Van and Julia Blake, voiced by Jason E. Kelly and I'm gonna butcher this name, Osama Agaha, I think that is. We had Anton Castillo from Far Cry 6 being voiced by Giancarlo Esposito. Esposito? I don't know. I can't. I can't pronounce words that are in English most of the time, let alone in other languages. We had Alex Chen from Life is Strange, voiced by Arika Mori, and we had Lady Demetrius from Resi Village, voiced by Maggie Robertson. Who do you think took the award?
Probably the likelihood is one of the Deathloop ones.
What do you think, Kai?
I almost want to. I very much almost want to say it's going to be Life is Strange.
No, it was Lady Demetrius, the only woman who's
Oh.
tall enough to step on you. um, yeah, I've got no comments for best performance. I've not played any of these games, so I don't know the voices. I don't know about you.
I have watched Life is Strange, and the voice acting in that is garbage. But I know that a lot of people would probably just like say, "Oh no, it was amazing."
Fair.
Uh,
Like I would have seen a little bit of Anton Castillo's from the Far Cry trailer. I remember being forced to watch bits of that every now and then, thanks to YouTube.
yeah.
But games for
The only thing I remember from him is him in The Mandalorian doing whatever the hell he was doing.
I didn't even know he was in the
And
Mandalorian.
then him going, ha 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 ha, I was acting.
Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah.
I only know. I only remember this character at all because there was that drama about the fact that Ubisoft was actually emailing people like in character as him, telling them to like play more of the game. You gotta love Ubisoft for trying something ballsy like that. That was so fucking stupid. Whoever approved of that, they need to go
Whoever
look in a
approved of
mirror.
that runs Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Oh, have you also seen? I know it probably doesn't affect you that much, but Ubisoft's apparently make it. I've forgotten the exact words that they used. But they're supposedly making a god tier Star Wars game.
I don't believe them.
Me neither.
Based on their track record, I don't believe them. Like Siege is good. Like their games get good 4 or 5 years after launch.
Mm-hmm.
And that means by the time the Star Wars license got released last year, was it?
I actually think it's this. Wait, I'm not sure.
I think
I
it.
couldn't tell you what year.
I think it was last year that they released it. Let me check. When did EA lose the Star Wars license? Like, unless they bought Respawn on into Ubisoft somehow. The EA Star Wars license expiration, the agreement with EA is scheduled to end in 2023. But there's news articles from January 2021 about why they may have lost their Star Wars license. What's this? They've lost their exclusive rights to it now, but they still have a license till 2023, which means they're definitely trying to get out the sequel to Fallen Order. Man, Fallen Order was a banger of a game, and I hope the sequel that they've been talking about will be just as good. Like, Respawn Entertainment do some good work. I'm just hoping that they've been able to keep like sticking to their guns like they have done so far. Like I know they've supposedly caused some EA some headaches by like being very independent and headstrong, which is why they produce quality games. I let's be real. When Ubisoft releases a Star Wars game, it's going to be an open world explorer where you're going to go around probably pretending to be a Jedi or a clone trooper or something.
I get the feeling they're just going to make an Assassin's Creed game, but it's going to be Star Wars.
It's literally
guess.
It's either Ghost Recon or Assassin's Creed. That's your two options.
I mean, they're mechanically the same game. Same
Pretty
as Far
much,
Cry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Far Cry's a little bit more different, if only just because it's a first-person game.
Yeah, I mean, when you have to resort to it's a first-person game, as
Yeah, let's be real. Apart, like Siege is like the only thing they do which is different at this
oh, I'm
point.
a clown.
You're a clown. I knew
Made
that
it all the
already.
way just below Firelink Shrine.
Oh, and
Fell
died.
down a lift because I didn't realize it hadn't been cooled down.
Idiot. But no, a bit actually. Speaking of Star Wars games, I keep getting an advert for some shitty looking mobile arena, like third person, like arena
Oh,
shooter game.
yeah, that'll
But
be the I
Bounty
forgot when it was
Hunters, is it?
announced. Whatever it is, where they've got like all the it's basically the non-canon arena shooter.
Like they have a droid who's a Jedi. Like it's just like
Yeah.
Jedi robes, but with a droid head. They have a guy like physically piloting a droid eco, which I thought was adorable, and I love that. Like I think some of the character designs for it are actually kind of fun, but the game did not look very appealing. I don't know what it is. I assumed it was a mobile knockoff when I first saw it because of it.
I think I think it's them trying to do mobile hero shooters.
So, maybe who knows. So next topic is games for impact, which I think we're just going to skim over lightly because I know for a fact we don't really know much about any of these games.
The
So
only one wasn't Boyfriend Dungeon on there. Because
yes, it
that's the only one I know out
was.
of the lot, I think.
I only know what you told me about that game. So
It's a strange game, I'll say that much.
yeah. So the winner for that was Life is Strange: True Colors. Not really surprising because I think this is
Yeah,
about
that doesn't
social
surprise me.
impact, and is basically just
Well, I
the
mean,
biggest one out of
at the
them.
end of the day, a lot of the other games were a lot like sort of smaller in target audience.
Yeah, like categories like that tend to be just like whatever game is the biggest, because technically by the metrics that they determine, most impact means it has to have probably had the most, viewers
Yeah.
slash people playing it, whatever. So there was Before Your Eyes, Boyfriend Dungeon, Chicory, A Colorful Tale, and No Longer Home. I don't really know anything about any of them, so we're just gonna move on. Speaking of which, best independent games. Kenna, The Bridge of Spirits won that one. I've never actually played it. I only know of it through Zero Punctuation, which, as unsurprisingly, he ripped it to shit on there, like he does with everything. So I don't really know much about the game because most of Zero Punctuation is just Yahtzee finding ways to rip on them. Another game that he talked about though, which was on that list too, was 12 Minutes, which shouldn't.
I wouldn't say like it even is an independent game.
Yeah, it had so many big names behind it that calling it independent feels very wrong.
Like it feels like the same sort of thing where you'd say, like, if one guy asked like a mega company that's in a different country, like outsourcing all his work, is it still him making the game?
Yeah, this it,
That's what I compare it to.
this feels very weird to consider an independent. Like especially just because like the amount of celebrities they had in on it, like plastered all over the front cover of it. Like, I don't know. It's not up for us to decide, I suppose, but it is what it is. Death's
Yeah.
Doors was on that listing. I don't know anything about that
I
one.
only saw the thingy trailer for that.
It is a Devolver game though. It's one of three Devolver games on the list. Uh, Inscription's on there. Uh, is Inscription actually out?
Yeah,
Oh, is it actually?
yeah.
Oh, sweet, fair one. Yeah, okay. I know you really loved Inscription, didn't you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the demo of that, and I mean, it was basically the full game, apart from the fact that
It had
wait, the
like a lot of
Firekeeper
limits
is
on
now
some of the narrative stuff. I mean, it was an
Tom,
interesting
this is
concept, but it's just not for me.
this has just shattered my worldview. Sorry, just on a very big tangent. Firelink Shrine's bonfire doesn't work, and the woman below it is now dead.
Oh,
So I can't upgrade my Estus Flask, and now everyone's dead, and now there's a big snake guy thing.
well, you got a problem.
Fuck.
So the other game on the list was Loop Hero, which I'm not very familiar with. I've seen it a few times on my Steam being advertised to me, but you know, I've never interacted with it in any way, shape, or form. So I want nothing more to say on this category. What about you?
Sorry, I'm very much discomforted by this guy.
Yeah. Okay. With that, we're gonna move on to best ongoing for a bit then.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the list of games, and then you can tell me what you think won it in a second. COD Warzone, Genshin Impact, Apex Legends, Final Fantasy XIV, and Fortnite.
Final Fantasy, I hope.
You would be correct. Finally enough, one of the two MMORPGs beat out all the battle royales. And to be honest, it deserves it, and they just recently had the new expansion released, which has absolutely killed the queue times from what I've heard. I do want to go back to playing the game at some point, but one, I'm going to have to find my login, because turns out I can't find my login anymore, which is a little concerning. And two, I want someone to play it with, preferably, or someone to play alongside, like just chilling with while I'm doing it. Because I do like the game, but sitting in silence is kind of boring, and I don't think that there's much I could add to it just talking independently on stream. I don't know. I really like that game. The crafting system is really fun. The classes are fun. Being able to swap between them is great. The character design's pretty good. Overall, I really like it. It's one of the only MMOs which I reached at least the base level cap for. The only other one I really liked was WoW, and WoW just felt very unfriendly nowadays to new players. There was I didn't really understand what was going on as much, and it felt a bit more brutal. Also, you know, Final Fantasy has the nice bonus of until you hit level 60 nowadays, you can play the game completely for free. There's some limits to obviously like trading and stuff like that, but you know, it's not a bad deal. Like, you get yourself to base game level cap and like complete the late game content, and then you're like good to go if you want to carry on. The only downside is it's the only MMO I can think of where you have to buy the base game as a price in the first place. So your first subscription is usually quite expensive.
Yeah.
And it is not the most clear on that, which is a shame.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm extremely distracted by the fact that I'm feeding my inventory to a massive snake man.
I thought you were distracted. Apex, you know, I want to play some of that at some point on stream. My computer can't handle it at the moment. I haven't played Apex in a long time. All I ever hear about it usually is that whenever a new character is released, they're broken. And that some characters are just completely useless, but it's still popular enough. So hopefully sometime next year when I got a better rig, I'll be able to play some on stream. Cold Warzone, not for me. I played a little bit of Warzone with Brandon a while back. We did win one game in it. I do like the I don't know if it's carried over because I was playing this on Modern Warfare. The Gulag system. I think that's actually a pretty ingenious way to do respawns for a battle royale. I don't know if you're familiar with it at all.
Yeah, it's where you have to like fight, duel to so you can respawn, right?
Yeah. Not only that, I like that all the spectators get some rocks which they can throw at each other. They can throw at the guys below. It's pretty neat. It's fast paced. It's brutal, and it means that you don't just get guaranteed respawns. Like, you actually have to earn it, and it's only for a limited time. So I think that's a pretty good mechanic, and Apex and Warzone both have like good ways of respawning. Like, one's team based, the other's like sort of individual skill based. They're fitting for the two types of games they are. So Fortnite doesn't have a respawn system anymore, does it? Like, it briefly
I
copied
have no
Apex's
idea.
with the respawn buses, didn't it? But they're just desperate to do stuff. M to the O to the A to the N. Genshin Impact. That was no worries, Axel. That was an okay game. I did like the
It was inherently
originally.
a mobile game,
Oh
which is
yeah.
what I put like 20 hours into it, and then there was no content. And everything was then rendered super slow progression wise, and then it's like, okay, no, I'm not going to put any more time into this.
You know, for me, I actually just like going around exploring the world. I like the world design. It looked very pretty. There was very, very nice areas at the right time of
I will
day.
tell you now, Tom. I went through all of it.
Well, really, in 20 hours.
Yes, in 20 hours.
I'd only really like got to the second zone, like
The
the
second
Chinese
zone
Stars
was
City.
it.
Really? I
Yeah,
swear I
you got.
remember hearing about there like being more zones in it.
There definitely is. There was content there, like as in like ready to do new zones with just invisible barriers in the way and stuff. But it's like,
Okay.
for what I wanted at the time, it just became a grind to do nothing. And I'm like, well, if I wanted this, I'd just play an MMO.
I didn't play it for long, but I enjoyed the exploration, especially as I hadn't
I enjoyed the dance sort of combat, and I
Oh
thought the music was
yeah.
very fitting with that, and I quite liked the like everything about it
I
to an extent.
I liked the elemental system for it. Like, I think that could have
Yeah,
been done a lot better. Like, I would like to see a game take
same.
it to like another level.
I mean, certain elements were definitely more useful than others. Like
Yeah,
certain elements would just like sort of trap themselves in a corner.
yeah. I think the elemental system needs more work, but I think if another game decided to pick up on that and actually, take it to its potential, that'd be a really good game, especially if it's cooperative. Because that's one thing I
Yeah,
think Genshin would have done well if I'd got round to that point of doing it. Because I got
I
to
mean,
the
you had
level,
to
but I didn't
reach
have any
level.
friends. It was level 12, wasn't it, or something ridiculous?
Yeah, something like that.
And that
The
takes a long time to get.
see the thing I remember most out of Genshin in that regards uh, uh, is the fact that I was trying to play with someone new at the time. They'd set their account on American servers, and it's like, okay, now you have to create a new account to play with your friend. Which is like,
Ooh.
create a new account, then reach the level, and then actually get to play with them.
Not only that, they lose their characters. It's a gacha game.
Yeah,
That's big. Yikes!
I
No,
mean, I got extremely lucky with my character pools. I got Deluke and Venti without having to pay, and
man.
even after that, like the game wasn't satisfying.
I don't really remember who I got on my polls.
Uh,
I think I got Barbarossa, she's very popular. I think she's like one of the best healers in the game as well, or was at the time. Um,
no idea, couldn't tell you.
she's like the idol, water, like with the water element.
Oh yeah,
A lot of the hentai is of her, or the original girl you meet, Amber. Don't ask why I know that. Moving on. Oh shit! Best
moving
mobile
right along.
game, Genshin Impact. Fuck. um,
Welp.
I'm not surprised. It works on PC. It works. It's a decent enough game for mobile. Like the fact that it has like a Breath of
Yeah,
the Wild style exploration ish, like fitting onto a mobile game is like a mobile phone is pretty good. Like it never, if so, maybe the game is so restricted because was trying to fit to mobile,
maybe.
but it's hard to say. Like they did good work with what they did do, so but
Oh
like
yeah.
it's just not really enough for me. Uh, Fantasian was one up there for. See, I don't know what Fantasian is.
Me neither.
Sorry, what was that sudden? What I heard something say. Yeah. Yeah, Fantasian. I don't. I don't know anything about it. It's a role-playing game, apparently. Uh, League of Legends Wild Rift was up there. Um, I heard it's good from League players' points of view. Like, apparently, quite a few like it. Like, considering it's League of Legends Lite. Which, is hard to do on mobile.
Yeah.
It's going well, Sodden. How's things your end, buddy? But like, yeah, props to them because I played one mobile game which was like a decent MOBA, but I wouldn't call it anything special. I think it was called like Dawn Legacy or something like that. Marvel Future Revolution. I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
And then Pokemon Unite. I want to play this, but I would like to see him do an actual PC release or something because I don't really want to reinstall BlueStacks and then try and play it through that.
I mean,
I'm not going to
won't,
play it on
will
my
they?
phone. They might. If they were willing to release it to mobile, they might get someone to port it because it is their kind of like free to play mobile game. It's on Switch, and I do have the Switch. I imagine it needs the online pass, and I don't really want to pay for an online pass just to play Pokemon Unite. But if anyone knows otherwise, if I don't need it, then please give me a shout because I would like to play it at some point. So yeah,
I'm assuming that you will need it.
Genshin, I think does deserve best mobile out of that list. There is a mobile game I'm really enjoying playing at the moment, which released recently, which probably wasn't in time for this, called Blue Archive. I think it just takes the regular style gacha game and it polishes it up a bit more. Feels like there's a bit more effort in it, but the downside is there's a lot smaller character pool at the moment. Like, and you have 1 star, 2 star, 3 star instead of 5 or 6 star slash S and SS and SSS tiers. So it's it's kind of different. One thing I did like is that the AI assistant actually can pronounce your username, so that's cool.
I mean, that's a little thing.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think for me that game was there was a lot of little things which just to help polish the experience up. For instance, with the gacha draw, the theming is kind of vaguely around schools, so like you get you get handed a folder filled with like student files essentially, and you have to sign off on it like with a little fake signature. Like you actually get to draw the signature if you want. Like there's little things like that which just make it a bit more interactive and interesting at every stage. Best community support. So the nominees were No Man's Sky, Apex Legends, Final Fantasy, Destiny, and Fortnite. Who do you think won it?
Fortnite probably. I don't know.
No, they did not. Final Fantasy won it, so they've come in for their second award actually. I'm not really surprised. They have a lot of community interaction, especially leading up to like big events like the new expansion, and they also have their own like little convention thing for it. So I'm not really surprised. No Man's Sky I think could have taken it as well. To be fair, Hello Games has done God's work in the last few years to reclaim their reputation and make No Man's Sky a much better game than what it was. Like, big props to those guys for actually digging deep and actually improving the game. Considering that it was so like overhyped through so many different reasons, which caused was a failure for them. Many of which were, as it turns out have been quite out of their control. So I'm just glad to see it worked out for them, I guess. Destiny, I'm not surprised it didn't win it. I'm actually surprised it's on the list. Because every time I hear something about Destiny, it's usually something about how they kept removing content from it, or fucking something up, or the new reset system they have and stuff they do have innovation in accessibility, which I wish I'd done a little bit of research on this actually, because it kind of ties in with the charity that we're raising funds for. But because I don't really know anything about this, unfortunately, I'm kind of forced to skim over this.
Well, what games are there?
So on the list we have The Vow, Shadow of the Crown, which I've never heard of before. It's by a
Me
studio called
neither.
Falling Squirrel. It doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. Let's bring up the Steam page here. Close your eyes, become a warrior. Feel your enemy's rasping breath. A foot shifts on swampy ground. The crack of steel on wooden shield. Vow is an audio-based action adventure that sets out to breathe a new life into medieval combat and fantasy narratives. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know whether this will get my stream copyright strike, so I'm just going to keep the volume very low, so you can hear a little bit. Okay. Let's fast forward it a little bit. The screenshots just show a lot of stars and stuff, so and occasionally a map and some text on screen. So I'm guessing it's like I'm guessing it's like the kind of fighting fantasy games. This is kind of an interesting take on it. 5 hours plus gameplay, specialized 3D audio. Choose equipment, playstyle, magic abilities, companions, and quests. Fully blind accessible. That'll be why it was up for an award then, because it's all audio based for people who are blind to play, especially if they've got
This doesn't seem right. Tom, I found my first mimic. I'm on
nice.
1 health.
Oh, bad.
I killed it.
Because for people who don't know, for blind people to be able to access computers and that, they usually need a software called a screen reader, which reads out the information on the screen for them, basically, so that they can sort of interact with it. And well, the reason why I know this is when I did some work experience at a university. I was temporarily shadowing their someone who worked on like accessibility for technology there, and one of the things, because I was doing web design doing websites, one of the things they made me do was whenever I added an image to a website was to add a description. So when you hover over it and it's saying let me just go to Google real quick. For some reason my bookmark showed up there. We'll just go to images and just type it, I don't know, tree. Like when you hover over it, it's not showing a good. I don't know if that's just not showing on my working on my end, or whether they just don't have them. But when you hover over an image and there's a little text box with something in it, those are there not only just for the guys to read what actually that image is, but for those screen readers to be able to pick out, so that people who are blind can see the image, or at least get context for things around them. And props to those guys for making a game which people who are blind can enjoy. Like, that must have been hard work. So yeah, that's pretty cool actually. I wonder what Forza 5 did to trump that.
No idea.
Awards and accolades.
I have found one of the most terrifying contraptions that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's a completely automated temple with boulder traps. And it goes in a set path based on what way, based on what piston is armed.
Oh my!
It is absolutely maniacal, and I clearly need to push it in a certain direction in order to make the temple operate in a certain way.
Well, I can't find a reference for why they won the award, but I'm sure they've done something good. I should do some more research or something. I don't know. But I did, as a segue, I did find out that they have a battle royale mode in Forza Horizon 4 and now 5, and it's like fucking battle royale for Horizon. Yeah.
To be fair, it sort of works. Like it works as well as it can do within that context.
But just covering this, general award. Props to all these games for actually making the effort to get more people into playing games, and like actually providing accessibility to them. So for those, we're going to use this as a natural plug. Obviously, our charity that the charity that we're helping raise funding for, Special Effects. This is their jam. Like this is the stuff that they love to see, because they also provide specialized controllers, eye trackers, and things like that, sight readers and screen readers, sorry, etc. For people with physical disabilities to be able to access this stuff in the first place, so that games can then obviously add their own accessibility and let them enjoy it properly. So, while singing Forza Horizon and that the Vow, Shadow of the Crowns praises, etc., consider donating to the charities above to help make things like this even more possible in the future, so that even more people can play these neat concept games. QR codes in the bottom left for me. There's one on Joe's stream, and
top right for me.
Top right for him. And my donation link is tiltify.com/@nanohound/nanohoundjj. It would definitely make my day to see some donations finally come in for the charities, because it's been a little while since we've managed to raise some more money for it. So, and we've only got 2 days left of this. In fact, technically, today is the last day in the UK. But I will be doing another stream on the other side of today. So, back to the Games Award stuff. Best VR/AR game. I Expect You to Die 2 is on the list. Lone Echo 2. I don't know the Lone Echo series. Sniper Elite VR. Hitman 3. And Resi 4. I didn't realize Resi 4 had a VR element.
I did, isn't it like pretty new?
I don't know anything about Resi 4 because it's a remake and I don't really pay attention to remakes. Maybe if they remade Resi 5, I think it was, I would be interested in playing that, but I feel like it'd lose its charm without the jank. But yeah, I don't know anything about it, so yeah, I'm not very in tune with the gaming community and games anymore. It feels weird, man. I didn't realize Hitman 3 also had a VR mode, to be fair.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, it's not very polished.
Nah, I'm not really surprised there. A game as big and sandboxy as Hitman. It's kind of sad to see like the two actual VR games, like dedicated VR games, didn't win the award, but
What did win?
Resi 4 won the award, which isn't surprising because it's horror and VR lends itself to horror so well.
Yeah.
But it is kind of sad in a way to see actual VR games not doing so well. To be honest, like the last time I was looking in the VR market, it was looking pretty dead. And to be honest, I'm not sure if VR is going to get off the ground. It feels like Alex gave it put it on life support. Took it off life support briefly. It was got up and started learning to walk again, and then just the lack of anything to follow it up, and they've just keeled over. And it sounds like Valve is stepping away from working on VR stuff too, from what I've heard. So
again, no idea. I mean, I know they're basically more of a tech company at this point.
Yeah, but they tried to revive it. It looks like it may have failed, and unfortunately, we might see an end to VR, which is a shame. But I guess it's not that surprising based on both costs. The costs to entry is so high, and it doesn't seem like many people are picking it up for like small scale arcades for places. And then obviously no one's developing many games for it or many good quality. I don't think anyone big is developing dedicated VR games, so I don't know. I can hope. I want to see it do well, but I think we might be past that point. So now we're into the actual genres of games. So we're gonna blitz through these ones because I want to talk a little bit about announced games as well at some point tonight. So best action game, we have Returnal taking the award for that, which is the third-person roguelike. We have Back for Blood, which, in my personal opinion,
No.
was really awful. Like, sorry,
No.
I Sodden, I know you play quite a bit of Back for Blood, don't you? Do you have much to say about the game? Chivalry 2's on there. I didn't even realize that released, but that might be because it's an Epic exclusive. So,
Mm,
that's probably why I didn't hear about it. Because games which go Epic exclusive seem to just drop off the radar now.
they really do.
Like, it's past the point of people even complaining. It feels like, or at least like in a as big and vocal manner.
It seems to very much be a case of if people actively already care about the game and are following it pre-launch, then there'll be an outburst.
Yeah, which there
Other
definitely
than
was
that,
for Chivalry.
yeah, but like there was such a gap between people first seeing it and the outburst over it being an Epic exclusive, and then like the actual release. I feel like I feel like it was just sort of went off early.
I think people just burnt out with it stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a challenge. Right, how am I gonna pronounce this name, eh? Fuck. Yep, no, I found it. Sorry, my dude, your name is unpronounceable to my sticky, fucking stupid tongue. Uh, Vosivajo? Vosvajo? I don't know. Uh, Joe, go over to my chat real quick if you can. Oh wait, no, you can't, can you?
I'm midway through basically the Temple of Doom in Dark Souls.
Uh, go over to my anxiety and give him the same challenge. He's the guy streaming with me right now. Um, I feel like he
What?
will will have a great time trying to pronounce your name. I'm sorry I failed your challenge though. It, I mean, yeah. To be fair, pronouncing words is easier when you know how to pronounce them. But I imagine there's quite a lot of silent letters in that. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, Deathloop and Far Cry 6 were the other two up for action games. So, to be honest, most of it was a lot of generic AAA games which weren't really standout, to be honest. And also mid-tier games like Chivalry, which just kind of dropped off the radar. So good to see the indie game was the one that kind of won it. So
Why is everything setting on fire? He's throwing fire. Oh, it's the guy at the top of the tower who's throwing massive bombs that set the floor on fire.
best action/adventure game. We have Resi Evil Village. Sorry, because 4 was on the list, wasn't it? Ratchet and Clank, Psychonauts 2, Metroid Dread, and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm now genuinely curious why you say call you Abby when I don't think it. Apart from the I, that's the only letter that's in there from your username. I'm genuinely curious now.
I mean, people's names don't have to be the same as their username, Tom.
True. Uh, Vocivio. Is that right? I probably still butchered that even with you telling me how to pronounce it. um, yeah, best action adventure. So Metroid Dread 1 action adventure. Beat out Guardians of the Galaxy, beat out Psychonauts, beat out Ratchet and Clank, and beat out Resi. To be fair, Resident Evil Village is like action adventure second, horror first, so I'm not really surprised there. We've already, I think, said what we can say about Ratchet and Clank from our very limited knowledge of it. None of us played Psychonauts, the Guardians of the Galaxy, so there's not really much for us to comment on. Any lingering thoughts?
I mean, not really.
No.
I'm curious to see this guy's name, though.
Oh wow, you smashed your keyboard on the face. No, congratulations. Fucking, I'm guessing you worked out the own pronunciation for it, or maybe there is actually a way to genuinely pronounce. I don't know. That is a beautiful username, either way. And thank you for the follow, my dude. Much appreciated it. Uh, let's see. Best fighting game. I'm gonna give you the one list. Yeah, I'm not surprised that many people have failed. That is it is certainly a challenge. Like, that is a great challenge at that.
Oh, this is a boss.
So fighting games, Joe.
Sorry, Tom. I've just accidentally started a boss fight. I
Well,
didn't
don't
mean
worry.
to.
You're gonna have to multitask now. You have Melty Blood. You have Demon Slayer. You have Virtua Fighter 5. You have Guilty Gear Strive, and you have Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl.
It's gonna be Guilty Gear, isn't it?
You are correct. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, I'm not really surprised that Guilty Gear won that. I'm not a big fan of fighting games, but I have played at least 2 games on this list. Guilty Gear was actually really fun. Demon Slayer is fun, but I wouldn't call it a fighting game. I'd call it more of an character action game. I've seen a few people on my friends list playing a lot of Melty Blood, but it feels a bit niche because I think it's something. It looks very Fate-ish, but I don't think it is. I just assumed it was like associated with Fate originally, and like or Toho maybe. I think I'm very wrong there. Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl. I heard that is actually good. What about you, Joe?
I've only heard very little, and I've only heard good things. So take that with a big grain of salt.
I do want to try it. Toph's in it. She's like one of my favorite cartoon characters of all time. So it would be cool to give it a try at some point, but I don't know if it costs money or not. There's also the rival one being made, isn't there, with Shaggy and that.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool to see. And Virtua Fighter 5, I've never heard of the series at all.
I've heard of Virtua Fighter before, but I literally know nothing more than the name.
All I can tell you is it's by Sega.
Okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, no, Guilty Gear definitely deserves it. Like the art direction, the fact that the characters are simplified down where even a pleb like me can play them to some degree. Because it's like it has a moveset, but it's nowhere near as expansive as many other fighting games. But it still feels enough to be a complete moveset. So,
Good.
You know, they do good work. Also, they did also temporarily accidentally help make a trend for Twitter art, which was what's the character's name? The pose where it's they're almost like doing the splits, but their ass is in the air.
Now you are saying things.
All right, let me get up Guilty Gear because I own the character's DLC. So, let me just bring it up in the listing. What's her name?
I know this song with a dolphin.
Oh yeah, the girl with the anchor. Manage my one DLC. There we go. Jacko, that's it. The Jacko pose. If you've been even remotely near, Twitter art for like in the last year, or any of the anime communities, you'd have seen the Jacko pose everywhere.
Twitter.
I know you don't, but like anyone else watching, you would have seen the Jacko pose. Like it was pretty big for a while. I think it like replaced like there was there was the doing the splits, but you stood up was like what the popular pose to do before then. Right, where were we? Best role playing games. I do know a few of these. So we got Shin Megami Tensei 5, which you said one of your instructors knows, right?
Yeah.
Scarlet Nexus, Monster Hunter Rise, Tale of Arise, and Cyberpunk 2077. 2077, sorry, not 2027. I'm an idiot. Tales of Arise won it. I'm not really surprised. I've played the demo of it. It's actually pretty solid. It's like a character action RPG more.
I mean, that's another one I don't really know a lot about.
The Tales series is pretty big, and it seems to just be very, a well polished RPG, instance battles, but with an icon action system. So, uh, Cyberpunk, obviously, disaster of a launch. Some people say it's good now. I don't know.
I mean, we used to know people who said it was good on launch.
Monster Hunter Rise. Is this the Monster Hunter I have? Might be. Good game. Like, I don't know. There's not a whole lot I can really say on that because it's good, but it's not good enough to be singing a lot of praises about it, and it's not got any real glaring flaws either. It's kind of like a good 7-8 out of 10.
Middle ground.
Yeah, it's just a fine middle ground. Scarlet Nexus. Now, I really did enjoy this game. I haven't quite finished it. I actually wanted to do a cosplay of it at one point. I still do want to because I really like the technoware style. But skills, money, time, motivation, problems. I don't think it deserved to be the winner of its category, which is fun. Like it was fun.
So bad.
It had the elemental system just like Genshin did actually, which it was a bit more refined, but not by much, I don't think. Otherwise, it was a decent action RPG. Like good fun. I know a lot of people I showed it didn't like it because of the amount of characters yelling special attacks and all that constantly. It's very anime-esque. Which is, kind of obvious from its art style in the first place, but it was good fun.
What was... Tom, I was just trying to walk across like a ledge, which I'd previously walked across just fine and safe, and then the game suddenly threw me off, like saying it was too steep of an angle, and then killed me.
Yeah. Well, that's a shame.
But now I've just lost 7,000 souls.
Oh, damn.
Which isn't really a lot, all things considered, but still.
Speaking of losing your soul, best family games.
It Takes Two, isn't it?
Yeah, It Takes Two won it. The other nominees for the category were WarioWare, which, I'm going to be honest, the new WarioWare is nowhere near good as the one on the Wii. The Wii was like peak like party game thing. It was funny, it was fun, lots of different activities. Get It Together, it feels very weak in comparison. It became more like a platformer. It like the idea was like every character plays differently, and you take a group of characters to make like each set of puzzles, or like WarioWare style puzzles, different while having rotating parties. But you know what? I don't think it's that good. It's okay, but I don't think you could justify its price.
Oh, I found a scary cat.
Yeah.
Yes. It's in a window. It's talking to me.
Oh god. We had Super Mario 3D Worlds was another one on there with Bowser's Fury as well. Having not played a Super Mario game for like 4 or 5 years at least, no comment. But probably was alright. They're usually pretty solid. Like they always seem to be roughly the same-ish from what I've seen. So, Pokemon Snap. I'm not surprised it didn't win it, but like I'm glad to see it on there. Like I imagine a lot of families do enjoy playing that game. It's nice and peaceful, and I've never actually played a Pokemon Snap game though. I really wanted to when I was younger, with the when I found out about the old one, but didn't have the consoles for it. And now that I'm older, I don't care enough about Pokemon Snap myself to play it. So, and then Mario Party Superstars was also on there. To be honest, I think Mario Party probably should have taken it for the category. I don't think It Takes Two is as good a family game as the others are. Like, even though I'd say that It Takes Two is the better game, I just don't think it fits the category, and I think like one of the Marios probably got screwed out. But considering all the competition was Nintendo stuff, I guess good job for beating Nintendo at their own game.
Yeah.
Best sports / racing game. Not really much in the way. Like 2 of them are EA's. One's Xbox and one's Ubisoft. Sorry, what did you say it was?
It's going to be Forza, isn't it?
Yeah, Forza Horizon 1, unsurprisingly. The rest of the stuff was niche or had problems with it. So we had F1 2021. And to be fair, the F1 series seems to be pretty much the FIFA of racing games, of which it's just a yearly release of Formula 1, of which,
I mean,
unless
you
you're
could
into
say,
Formula
I
1,
mean, all the motorsport does very similar, and to an
yeah,
extent, Horizon does as well.
Horizon does as well, but like Horizon's a bit more creative and it takes a bit more time to come out.
Yeah.
So like Horizon gets off the hook to some degree. It's become a bit more formulaic for its branch, but it's not like it's releasing the same game every year kind of thing.
I'm killing a dog.
No, don't kill the dog.
To be
He's a
fair,
good
it's
boy.
wielding a sword.
He's a good boy.
It's wielding a sword and trying to kill me.
You don't have to fight him. Die.
I mean, I do. He's a boss.
No. No, he's not. He's a good boy. FIFA 2022. That had a big problems on launch. I don't remember why, but there was a lot of people complaining. I think that was more to do with business stuff, though, than the game
I
itself.
know it's more to do with the fact that it's a FIFA game.
I don't know. To be honest, the FIFA games are alright to play. I feel like they could just do expansion rosters, for 2 or 3 years and then release a new one each time. But it does, as much as people shit on FIFA for being the same game, it does, having played like a few from like different generations, it does seem they actually added on to the mechanics and had like more control. But otherwise, there isn't really much in a way of addition. And to be fair, in a way, I don't think there's a whole lot they can do to add to being a football game. But
There's plenty of limited time stuff that they've done. They then just thrown out.
yeah, I mean, the business model
They
could be a
haven't
lot better.
developed the career mode particularly.
I think the business model is definitely the worst bit about it. But Hot Wheels Unleashed. Yeah, again, this one's going to be a bit of a niche because many racing fans, it splits into sort of two communities from what I'm aware. You've got kind of your more realistic racers who are going to like the Formula series. They're going to like the dirt rally kind of stuff and all that kind. The more realistic racers, and then you've got like more people who are like the GTA casual like city racing orientated stuff. And Hot Wheels kind of caters towards that. I think that's kind of the smaller side because a lot of the more casual racer fans, I think, are sort of more tied into things like GTA, which are other games entirely. But that could just be me theorizing and being completely wrong.
I'd agree to an extent.
And then Riders Republic, which again is a bit more niche. That's like a stunting bike game, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Speaking of which, there's one in the bundle. On the bundle that's offer, it's called Urban Sports, I think it's called, something like that.
No idea.
Best multiplayer game. This is surprising. Okay, so we have Back for Blood, Monster Hunter Rise, It Takes Two, New World, Valheim, and Knockout City. What game do you think took best multiplayer?
Yes.
Yes. It was It Takes Two. Securing its 4th award, I think that is. So
I mean,
it's kind of been the year of It Takes Two.
Yeah.
But like I'm looking at it, Back for Blood was, in my opinion, the worst Left 4 Dead. Like,
yeah,
like it was one of the probably the only real sort of co-op shooters that released on the market this year, apart from GTFO. Really, I think. But GTFO had been in the works for a long time, so I could see why you wouldn't want to put it in this year's awards, for instance. Also, it's very niche, very very niche. Knockout City, have played that because they had a demo for it. Honestly, not that good a game. Could have been a lot better. Well, its mechanics were kind of weird, and there was a lot of like homing and stuff like that, which might have benefited in not being in it. Monster Hunter Rise, yeah, the Monster Hunter games. Okay, Rise is after World. I played World. If it's anything like World, Yeah, it's alright. The multiplayer services it enough, including like having an SOS system to have other players come help you in an emergency and that. Other than that, I don't really know enough about it to comment. New World. I only ever hear bad things about this game.
I've not really heard anything about it.
I cancelled my pre-order on it about a year ago now, I suppose. When it looked like from what I heard, they kept changing the direction in development, whether it was going to be more PvP focused, more PvE focused. It sounded like them and the community who couldn't decide what they wanted the game to be, and it's kind of It sounds like it's a bit of a half-baked mess, but those that like it really like it, and those that don't. So yeah, very much a Marmite-ish game again. So I don't know how that I don't know how to count that for best multiplayer. It is an MMORPG, so it's inherently multiplayer. So it does have that going on for it. And Valheim, which I'm actually surprised released this year. This year has felt very long.
It has.
I thought Valheim released last year, to be honest.
Yeah, to be fair, I did as well.
Did the game does it have official release or is it still in early access? Oh no, it's still in early access. Okay, but it's still only released on in February 2021. Man, it feels like a long year. Yeah, again, all the games here feel just serviceable for multiplayer. I guess it takes two kind of maybe takes it just because it was so focused around that co-op experience that every last little decision was based around it, whereas all the others were, even the more inherently multiplayer ones, didn't necessarily take every single decision to be like focused around the multiplayer aspect so much. So I could kind of see why It Takes Two might tune it, only because I don't think its contestants are very strong.
Yeah.
So next is Best in Sim and Strategy Games. This is a bit of a weird one. So we have Evil Geniuses 2, Humankind, which I didn't think actually... Oh, it did release this year. I didn't realise it was released. Age of Empires 4, Inscription, and Microsoft Flight Sim. Any bets?
Surprise me.
Age of Empire 4 won it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Doesn't surprise me. Microsoft Flight Sim...
I told you to surprise me, Tom, for God's sake.
I'm sorry, I can't surprise what isn't surprising.
I mean, you can try.
Evil Geniuses didn't win it. Did that work? Like Age of Empire 4, from what I've heard from everybody who's played it, it's really good return to form for the franchise, and it has a very interesting way of like teaching history again. So yeah, I approve, even though I've never played it. I have not played any of these games on this list apart from the Inscription demo. Flight Sim never took my fancy. It's just a flight sim. Like, I'd rather play a game where I can play fighter pilots like Ace Combat, because I'm not a big fan of the just drive around endlessly type of games unless I'm rocking out to music, in which case I could be rocking out to music and doing something else.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Humankind, from what I've seen of it, I feel like it's somehow going to be more forgotten than Endless Legend, which Endless Legend was good, but not good enough to take the crown of Civ.
Yeah.
And now that we're competing with Civ 6, which I think is a worse game, it feels like Humankind still managed to fail to be a Civ killer. Obviously not played it, so my word is very limited.
Isn't it? If everything's broken in it, like if there's no semblance of balance, then
it's not just that. I think you lose a lot of character when you're picking like whole new cultures constantly.
Yeah.
Everything about it feels weird, like weird decisions. It has similar combat, like it genuinely feels, from the looks of it, like it's very similar to Endless Legend, except Endless Legend had a fantasy element and a questline element to it, which made it interesting, and your factions didn't jump constantly, and you could create your own custom factions. whereas Humankind feels like it doesn't really commit to anything and ends up just being a more hollow-looking, at least, version of Endless, what set in a more grounded universe. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard to give an accurate opinion on something you've never played and only seen from videos.
Yeah,
Especially
it
when your
really is.
perspective gets warped by watching people like Spiffing Brett who abuse the shit out of the game.
Hmm.
Evil Genius is not really surprised I didn't win. It's a cult classic game, but it's not big enough or good enough to
No.
actually win anything serious.
Yeah, not by any means.
It is a neat little thing, but it just does its own thing, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to actually no, let's go into this best debut indie game. Is there any
Well, Tom,
game you can think?
I was just going to say, once we finish that category, I'm going to go
Oh
because
yeah,
I have uni tomorrow or today.
we've only got two
More
categories left. Do you want
accurately.
to finish that real quick?
Well, then let's make them quick.
Okay, best debut indie game. We have Valheim, The Forgotten City, Sable, Kenna, The Bridge of Spirits, and The Artful Escape.
I'm gonna go Kenna just because that seems to be popular.
Yes, Kenna did win this.
Boom.
Sable has a really weird art style, and I never looked into it beyond that because I wasn't a fan of it. Artful Escape, I kind of interested because it is very rock opera looking. It looks pretty fun in that kind of sense visually. The Forgotten City, that's that's the Elder Scrolls mod turned into an actual game, which looked really budget to me.
Oh yeah.
And Valheim, like the game. Did a little bit of streaming of it a while ago. Need to play some more of it, but can't really stream it with my avatar. Seems alright though. Most anticipated game then. We have Horizon Forbidden West. I didn't even realize that franchise was getting a sequel. Elden Ring.
It's Elden Ring. Elden Ring.
Yeah, it is Elden Ring. God of War Ragnarok's up there. Legend of Zelda is up there. And Starfield. Starfield is kind of being the black sheep here because it's not a sequel to anything. And also it has the least content out in terms of building
Elden
hype.
Ring isn't really a sequel.
Well,
in name, it's not a sequel.
In name, it's not, but let's be real.
In nature, it is.
In every single From Software game is basically a sequel of the next last. They may change up the themes or the mechanical focus, but they're all basically the same. They're all kind of like a franchise at this point.
Spiritual successor.
Yeah, they are like the Souls franchise.
Yeah.
So
well, that's why they call it Soulsborne, isn't it?
Yeah. But obviously they can't keep adding all the new game names to it because otherwise now it'd be Soulsborne Seki Elden or something like that.
Seki Ring.
So yeah, Soulsborne Seki Ring. But no, a good job for Elden.
Dark Souls before. I need to get through Dark Souls in 2 months, Tom.
You'll be fine. You can do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a thing.
But no, Elden Ring, good job for that, for blasting its way through what is actually some stiff competition because, God of War was well loved. Horizon did pretty well for a fan base, and Legend of Zelda is pretty big.
Yeah.
It is going up against Titans, and get the most anticipated. That is actually a really good job done to it. So good job From Software. You have one of the most loyal, craziest fan bases around.
Well, to be fair, it's because I'd say other than 2, everything has been executed extremely well.
Yeah. As a little final shout out as well, there was a player's voice section. I won't tell you the other category nominees, but Halo Infinite won it. So good job, Halo Infinite. There's some esports stuff as well, which
what is that category now?
Player's voice. It's just I guess it's just a generic.
Oh, is it just
popularity vote?
Oh, it's just popularity vote. Okay, that makes more sense. If it's like an actual thing, then
Resi Village, Metroid, It Takes Two, and Forza Horizon were the other nominees for it. So it makes sense that Halo Infinite kind of won it. It was the most recent, and to be fair, despite the bad monetization and progression models, it is a fun game.
Yeah.
And it's good to see like a Halo return to PC, like a native Halo to PC,
Oh,
not a
very much so.
port. So, uh, there's been a lot of announcements. Obviously, I'll let you go off because I will briefly talk about a few of these.
Alrighty
Then.
then.
But before you go, do you want to plug anything?
If you ever feel like it, Tom, I know that you were wondering how much you'd stream considering the rate your PC's dying.
Yes.
But I'm sure if he does stop streaming, then we'll still be playing. So you could always hop on my streams.
Yeah, I will be joining my anxiety regardless. I might in that case I might either host or raid his streams during those times. But like yeah, currently it's looking like once the Jingle Jam stuff is down, apart from a few odd things, I might not stream at all for the next few months, just because my CPU usage seems to be cranking up even higher, and the ability to use my avatar is disappearing. Let alone, and even with my avatar gone, some games just aren't allowing me to run on OBS at all, and it's becoming more and more of a problem. It's definitely there's no solution in sight for a while. I am working on saving money for a rig, but it's going to take time.
But on the bright side, we have discovered from this stream that we can do a dynamic where one of us brings up talking points and the other person brings up gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that could be quite a cool idea for some streams.
I don't know
I
which
don't
one
know
of
what
us
your
does
audience think.
I don't know
I'd
which one of
definitely
us.
say you do the talking, I do the gameplay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that can work. Yeah, thank you for joining me tonight, Joe.
Thank you. I would definitely have gone insane without the engagement.
Yeah, it's good to hear.
So I'll leave you and your audience be, Tom, and
In
I will
fact,
wrap up the stream on my end.
I'm gonna wrap up on my end
Everyone,
actually now too,
well,
because I'm
everyone have night good, or
not good.
day good,
Yes.
or evening good.
Uh,
Have a good breakfast.
yeah, have whatever it is, whatever it is you're having. Hope it's good.
No, only breakfast. They're
Only
only
breakfast.
allowed to
Oh
have
no,
a good breakfast,
have
Tom.
a terrible dinner and lunch, guys.
Yeah, have terrible dinner and lunch. Goodbye.
Bye. So for those of you who are still on my end, I'm just gonna plug it one last time. Special Effects is the charity I've been trying to raise money for. Obviously, you can see up in the top we've made some money for it, and we're doing all right. But with the last 2 days of streaming with this, I want to raise as much money as I can for this. So if you guys have any kind of spare money that you're willing to throw towards charity to help people get into gaming and into computers and doing art and stuff, it'd very much be appreciated. The QR code to my left is one of the ways to get there. The link above, tiltify.com/@nanohound/nanohoundjj is another. But all the money from this goes straight to the charities. So there's no middleman, so no bullshit. And if you donate £35 or more, which is $47 or €42, there's a big games bundle which you can find at jinglejam.tiltify.com, which has a mix of indie games and some like more I guess AA games, like Rising Storm Vietnam, for instance, the game I played last night, Ember, Northgard, Rise to Ruins, many other like really good games. It's definitely worth your while. So if you are interested, please go ahead and use any of the links. With all that said and done, thank you guys for watching me tonight. Thank you for anyone who followed, and fuck that one bot who tried to advertise me viewers. Have a good night, good afternoon, or good morning wherever you are. I've been Nanohound, and I'll see you in the next stream.